ladies and gentlemen, friends and pals.
What's up?
All the folks out there, welcome to Reach Indoor Climbing in Aurora, Ontario for the Friday night on-site for this wonderful month of August 2024. I'm Danny Hamilton, and this is Brandon Barraclaw.
Heyo.
Barraclaw?
Barraclaw. That's okay. Whatever. It's Barraclaw too. We're all here.
Both Brandons.
This is our most packed Friday night on-site ever. I am holding a large stack of information slips for each athlete that's competing tonight. Maybe I should explain what's happening.
Yeah, I was just going to say, why don't you take us through what we're doing here this evening?
I'm too excited about the success of this evening, even before it starts. Okay, so we have a bouldering competition. You're looking at all of our bouldering problems that were set. I'll get to who set them in a little bit. Our athletes will choose a circuit. So tape color, you have white tape, green tape, blue tape, and black tape. So you might see some like tape starting points there. They have to follow one color of hold. So we'll have Eric up pretty soon. He's going to be on the blue tape climb. So on the top right corner of your screen, that's going to be the black holds kind of going through. They're very small, but I'll explain kind of what he needs to do when he gets on the mats. He has 5 minutes to climb his climb. He can take as many attempts as he'd like. Obviously, fewer attempts to get to the top is better. You want to get that first go, but we anticipate people falling tonight. Spoiler alert, people might fall.
In a climbing competition?
In a climbing competition.
Shocking.
Once Eric's done his 5 minutes, once everyone's done their 5 minutes, they have 5 minutes to sit, recover, think about what they've done. Feel sorry, feel sad, feel proud, feel glad. That rhymed. And then they'll have to do that 3 more times for a total of 4 bouldering problems.
So yes, the goal is to climb, to get to the top of the most problems in the least attempts. It doesn't matter how fast you do it, as long as you do it inside the 5 minutes. What matters is how many attempts you take.
Exactly. There's a small checkpoint at the halfway point of all these problems. This is called a zone. So let's say we cooked these boulders too hard. Let's say. Let's say that as like a hypothetical. They're a little bit too hard and no one gets to the top of these boulders. Well, what we count back to is how many zones they've controlled. Now, a zone you only need to control with one hand, so you just have your hand on it and start moving your body with that zone in your hand. But a top, they need to control with 2 hands. And you'll see later tonight there are some tops where you can very easily get one hand on, but getting that second hand on is quite devious.
Yes, and as you say, this is, I think, our best attended Friday night on-site yet.
Absolutely. We're looking at more than 30 people at least. And this is just so far. People check in late. But we had a lineup that I'm proud to say almost went out the door at the 6 o'clock mark tonight. So
the word is getting around. And if you are someone who's interested in this, if you like what you're seeing once this gets started, just know that there will be another one next month, and you can come and be in it yourself.
And you should. This is open to all climbers. So whether you've been climbing for your entire life or if you've just started climbing very recently, we've had people who have just started climbing and never thought they would be in a competition, and boom, they're in a comp and they love it, and they've been coming back ever since. So
if you're brand new, there is a difficulty stream for you on this. It's not just for pros. It's for all different levels of climbers. You can pick your difficulty level and have a great time.
Absolutely. Hello,
Now,
Caden. Sorry, just in the
Hello,
chat
Caden.
over there. Hey, Caden. Good to see you.
Slated and 3:30, our old faithful 3:30. How you doing? Good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
All right, so we've got about 10 seconds before Eric starts. Eric is a setter here, but he hasn't set any of these problems tonight, so these will all be quite new to him. It says here he's been climbing for 30 years. That's a lie. He's going to be running
He looks good for having been climbing that long.
He's 73, believe it or not. He's going to be climbing the blue tape circuit tonight. A fun fact about Eric is he has a chipped tooth from biting a fork too hard. So that sounds terrible. He also says
one of my actual nightmares.
He also says to say hi to his family, who should be watching at home right now. Hi, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, Sister, and Cheeto. Cheeto is his cat. That's adorable. Eric, you're winning the crowd over already, and you haven't even started climbing yet.
Eric
Way to go.
has won our hearts, if not the competition.
All right, so Eric's going to be starting on these black holes over in the center of your... Oh,
Oh, he's doing the black tape
what
circuit.
a change of pace. My goodness. Okay, so Eric is not running the blue tape circuit. He just duped us all. He's going to be running the black tape circuit. So this is one of our most challenging circuits here, and Eric has decided to take that on.
You could say it is the most challenging
You
circuit
could.
on the
You
wall.
could. So we'll talk about this circuit instead. I was so ready to talk about the black holds, but okay, here we go. So he's on these Rock City dual texture holds. Dual texture means one side of the hold has grip like sandpaper, so you can grab onto it. But the side that you can see is very shiny does not. So when you put your hands and feet on that side, you will instantly slip. So he has to navigate through that section there. This move, he is using his long legs and his span. Sometimes we get Eric to be a human yardstick when we're setting to see if something is reachable or if they need to jump for it. And Eric is proving right there that he can reach right past that, what was intended to be a little paddle dino jump.
Eric, the human yardstick, giving the hold a good brush.
So the zone hold is actually on the left side of this problem. It's a little half moon shape, or sorry, crescent moon as opposed to a half moon. You can see a small strip of blue tape if you really squint and get close to your screens. I am assuming you're all standing 5 inches away from your TVs.
And I'm assuming these are all on TVs.
I'm assuming you're all watching this on your
large widescreen TVs that you're standing right in front of.
Exactly.
That's the best way to consume this media.
Now the top hold is a small crimp. That means a hold that is very thin that you really need to have a lot of finger strength for. It's up at the top of the wall there with a piece of black tape on it. He needs to secure that with 2 hands. He has had, I think, 3. This will be his 3rd attempt. The start of this is very precarious and balancy, but he seems to be navigating that quite well. This move is very challenging because there's a lot of trust over on your foot. So he needs to rock all the way over on his left foot, bring himself all the way out to that hold there. And that's been happening a lot today and a lot during forerunning. What happens there is you rock too far over your foot stops pushing down, it starts pulling you to the left, and that hold is too bad for that to happen. So
something else I want to point out too is when he's in that position where he's got 2 hands on that one he's brushing right now, that hold is kind of angled down and like sloping off the wall downward. It's hard to see exactly where you can just see that strip of grip. The fact that you can see it tells you that it's angling down off the wall, so it's very, very difficult to hold on to.
Yeah,
there's no edge to get your fingers into. You're actually just getting fingertips onto that grippy edge.
That's it. It's not a flat edge. They're terrible holds. You're absolutely right.
These may be my least favorite holds in the gym that you guys use. Every problem you've ever set with these holds has been a total nightmare for me.
Well, with a bit of a pause, we can talk about who set this. So we ran a route setting clinic this week with 6 route setters from across Ontario, well 7, across Ontario and Quebec. So this was set by one of the setters from the clinic, Michelle. We were trying to work on getting some risky boulders, some jumpy movements, and I think Michelle hit the nail on the head with this boulder here. It's working very well. It's very risky, especially this move here, getting over the foot. There's a lot of risk of your foot popping off. Here he goes.
Oh.
He's just got to get over that foot a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you see he sits down into that foot. If he can get up and like start standing into it and rock his hips over his foot instead of coming down, that would be a huge help for him to get him to that crescent moon.
With the legs straight, you mean?
Exactly, yeah. So he just start standing up into that hold instead of like sitting his hips down. But the problem
requires a lot of trust.
Totally. And
in
the hold that's in your hands, you really want to get under because like Danny was saying, it slopes downwards.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This would be his last attempt. He's got about 10 seconds. Now, he does have to get to the top hold before the time runs out. He can't stay on the wall after the time. So this will likely be his last attempt. Let's see if he can make it out to the zone hold. Big throw. Oh, he was so close to that. So close. Nice job, Eric. So Eric's got 5 minutes to sit down, and he's got 3 more boulders left. We welcome our next athlete onto the mats. It's Tyler. Tyler has been climbing for 13 years with a question mark. He is going to climb blue tape, maybe black, but it looks like he's looking at the black tape right now. Yeah, he's getting on
Yeah.
black for the first time. Tyler
Yes.
has been to a lot of these competitions. I think this might be his ninth, his eighth, something like that.
I think last time we were saying that he would have to climb the black tapes this time because he did so well on the blue tapes last time.
Yeah, I feel partially responsible because I kind of like bullied him into it. So hopefully he doesn't feel too bad about that. But it's cool
Well,
to see.
bullying is an important part of this.
It's
And-
probably the biggest part of climbing, I would say. Yeah. That's what's kept me in it for so long, you know? Okay, fun fact about Tyler is he has touched the Dawn Wall in Yosemite. So that technically counts
Wow.
as projecting. So Tyler is projecting the Dawn Wall in Yosemite right now, so we wish him the best.
Absolutely. There's no evidence that he won't be.
All you got to do is touch the start holds. All right, so Tyler's navigating his way through. He's getting low into that foothold. He's got his foot pretty wide. I think he needs a little bit more width with his stance. Oh, it looks like and his foot pops. So if you can go like a little bit wider and rock his weight a little bit more over his foot, he'll be good to go there. Still plenty of time left for Tyler.
Do you have a phone that has access to the Instagram
Yep.
for Reach? We just need to repost the link. Apparently, there's a wrong letter in the link that was posted on Instagram. So
Sorry
it's
about that,
sending
y'all.
folks to a different place. I can talk for a while if you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to get at it. Fun fact is my spelling is pretty bad. So that's a fun fact about me.
Now, the last time that we did one of these, we had a family of unicyclists in, and then we also had another unrelated unicyclist who just happened to be here. And those are the kind of things that we find out in the fun facts. So I'd like to know, what are we going to find this time? And here goes Tyler. Oh, it looked like he was going to reach it. There goes the foot again. That is a very precarious left foot. These holds, you can see how, to look at them, you imagine that there's something in there to get a hold of. But if you could put your hand on it, you'd realize there's almost nothing. And making it that far is pretty impressive when there's almost nothing on the wall. And it doesn't look like that top hold is going to be very kind either once you get past the zone.
No, like I was saying, it's pretty thin. It ain't great. All right, link is back up on our Instagram for anyone. Well, if you're here, you probably don't need the link to our Twitch stream. So, oh, Eric is
You
also
made it.
handy with the unicycle. I forgot about that. So we do have another unicyclist tonight. That's fantastic.
So we could beat our previous record of 5 unicyclists.
yes, if anyone's
If
sitting
all
at home,
4 of the previous unicyclists show up, we'll have 6 this time.
I think we have at least 2, so I have a sneaking suspicion we'll find some unicyclists. So Tyler looks like he's trying to go a little bit dynamically, and while that will work to get to your zone hold, you're going to be falling left and off the wall. So I think static is going to be the best way, so slow, controlled, really rocking over that foot there. So we'll see if he changes up his strategy. Cool thing about this competition is that you cannot watch each other climb. You have to have your back turned away from the other competitors, so you really do have to figure out how to climb this by yourself. First time you've ever seen it in your life.
In 5 minutes.
And it's been a big week for climbing, right?
It has been a big week for climbing.
There's the setting clinic.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a training camp. There was the Olympics, the little Olympic thing that happened
that's
this week
right.
as well. Yeah.
It was
I don't
sport
know,
climbing at the Olympics.
Yeah, I think it was just a small local comp that they were having out in France, in Paris, or something like that. But
yeah, it was no biggie.
yeah,
Pretty cool stuff to
Yeah.
get to witness.
it's happening. I think the last
The
round of
last
competition
final,
is coming up.
The women's boulder and lead will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
at an
yeah.
ungodly hour for us. In
I
this
got up
time
on the
zone.
first day at 4 a.m. and I deeply regretted every single decision I made. But it was cool. It was really cool to see climbing on a large stage. And I would like to assume that the boulders we set for our athletes tonight are as hard, if not harder, than the boulders at the Olympics.
I think these black tape ones might just very well be in the same vicinity,
Yeah.
in the same postcode.
All right, so Tyler's calling it quits on problem 1, saving some energy for the next one. Up next on the mats, we've got Dom, or Dommy Boy, as he prefers to be called on this name tag here. He's been climbing for a year and a half. He's going to be climbing the blue tape circuit, so we can talk about these black holds now. And fun fact about him is his mom is watching the stream as well. So lots of supportive parents in the stream. Supportive parents, sound off in the chat.
Yeah, let us hear you in the chat, supportive parents. That give them 45 minutes or so to figure out how to.
Nice. Shots fired. All right, so
We're
Eric
gonna have two climbers on at once.
Yeah, so we got Eric starting on problem number 2 here. This is a problem set by one of the attendees of the setting clinic, Ralph. It is a powerful, crimpy and pinchy boulder. We've got Dom starting off on black tape number 1. So this problem should be double gassed on, but Dom is doing his own thing right now. Nice. So that's going to be the zone for Dom. It's working for him. This is going to be a nice little pop-up, so I hope at least. It's going to be a little jump, palm press, and right hand to the finish hold, that last jug. Nice. He figured out the move. He just has to take a really big jump. You got to get your hips higher than your hand.
Has to get a little more momentum behind that.
Yeah,
upward
this is
movement.
a cool move. When we see it go, I think I'm going to yell. So
Welcome, iWatch Climbing. You're in the right place exactly.
Nice.
You could not be in a better place.
Yeah, I also watch climbing, so that's great. We have so much in common.
On this day, all of us are iWatch Climbing.
All right, so the start of this problem really asks a lot of you, the one that Eric's on right now. It is very pinchy, very technical, and the feet are sloping in the wrong direction. So Eric needs to spend a lot of time getting some weight down under in his feet, and then he's going to make a nice transition out to the left to a very small pinch. Oh, it looks like he's trying to figure out another way to get out to that hold, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's pretty forced. But you know what my opinion's worth when it comes to these forced movements.
We have seen it be wrong before.
All right, Dom on for a second attempt. Able to make that first attempt look really smooth getting to that last move. So let's see if we can repeat it. And that's what I expected to happen if we tried to do the move that way. So the way it was intended was to start like you're holding open a pair of elevator doors. You're going to weight your feet slightly, your right foot specifically, and you're going to come over with your right hand and flip your left hand in. I'm like miming it out.
That's
you can't see what I'm doing.
With your right hand on the right hold and your left hand on the left hold.
Exactly. So we do a little like
right
flip movement. It's dynamic. It's a little bit coordinated. But the theme of this one was coordination. So that's what we were. Actually, the theme was electric, which. I got 2 minutes. We can talk about that. So if we're talking about the Olympics setters have been setting boulders in 4 styles. They've been setting technical, which are generally like slower moving climbs that require technique to accomplish. Powerful, which is the one that Eric is on, very strength-based. You're pulling really hard. You're jumping from hold to hold. Coordination, which is where you need to sync up a lot of limbs, generally just your lower body. Ooh, close from Eric there. And electric, which is a combination of power and coordination. So the reason this one on the right that Dom's on is electric is because you have to coordinate your hands. You're doing a lot of big explosive movements that are quite powerful, especially this last move here that we'll hopefully get to see Dom do. Oh, he just got to weight his feet a little bit more there, and he's got that.
This is a really frustrating part of this too. What Dom's going through right now, where on his first attempt he made this move kind of no problem, and now on subsequent attempts he's struggling to repeat what he did. And this is where you'll see experience in climbing come through, that kind of, holding down the frustration and figuring out what you did that allows you to repeat it.
Exactly. There's nothing more frustrating than like slipping off a foothold that you just cruise through on your first go. We're going to see that quite a bit when we get to problem 4 on the slab walls. Ooh, Eric making some progress.
Oh!
He's got the hold. Nice.
So close.
He's putting the effort in there. That's great.
Absolutely brutal. And that little corner as well, it's worth pointing out that the wall is angled toward you.
Yes. Not even slightly. That's a 40-degree incline there.
Really,
so,
it's angled quite a lot toward you. But all 3 parts of that wall are leaning toward you in different degrees in different directions.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly difficult to stay on the wall.
You're fighting gravity pretty hard on that one, so. They've both got about 20 seconds left. That's enough time for one more attempt. Oh, the effort's there. The effort is there. Oh, what is up, Dan? Good to see you. All right, 3 seconds left. That
gonna
should
do
be it for both
these
of them.
two.
Yeah, we're going to welcome our next climber on the mat. It is Walden, and Walden has been climbing for, I think it just says yes. How long have you been climbing? Yes. He doesn't say what he's going to be climbing. He says he's going to be climbing as much as he can. And I don't know what that says about the fun fact. This is when I get really mixed up with the handwriting, so we'll see.
I think it says I like benches.
I think it says I like benches as well, but I didn't want to read that. So, so okay, Walden likes benches. That's what I'm saying, at least.
Well, there's nothing like a good bench.
Yeah.
So what circuit is this?
This will be the green tape circuit. Yeah, this is a problem
with
set
the
by
white
Anna.
holes.
This should be coordinated, so we're looking to get the right hand out and then take a little hop over. Oh, he's able to just span right through. That's great. Sink down, and this is like a really easy looking flash for Walden. Cruise
on
through
track
it.
here for a pretty cruisy flash.
And there we go. That's 2 hands on the finish hold. That's our first top of the night from Walden. And it was a flash, no less. He cruised through that. Well, he said he's climbing as much as he can, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have to climb fast if you're going to climb everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, Tyler is working on this same problem that Eric was just on.
Yep. Oh, it looks
This-
like Walden, speaking of which, Walden's going to go climb for the blue circuit now. Climbers are allowed to trade up their circuit if they feel like one's a little bit too easy or too hard. They can move on. Tyler's able to get that second hold. This is the most progress we've seen on this climb. Oh, and his feet just cut out from under him. So the next move here, we want them to get their hand down to the egg-shaped hold on the left side of your screen, and then reach above your head, and it's like an upside down. Well, it's a Gaston above your head that he's going to hit on a very small in-cut crimp.
That
so
right
he's-
foot's just slipping, eh?
Exactly. Yeah. Bouldering Borderlotti. That's what we call him. All right, so Walden, now he's getting stumped on these this blue tape climb here with these awful feet at the start. See if he reads the flip or if he's going to do what Dom did where he crossed his hand through and went more
he's thinking
static.
about trying with the legs crossed.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, maybe not.
No, he's doing the arms crossed by the looks of it, yeah. But that right foot is pretty awful, so he needs to get a lot of tension through it. Yeah, it really disadvantages you to try and do it with your arms crossed because it puts more reliance on the right foot, which is not a great foothold.
Tyler's found some tension on that right foot. Oh, but the left foot went.
Yeah.
Looked like he was just swinging away from the wall there a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to go foot first and then maybe stand up into that crimp. I have seen it go that way, but it is a lot harder and requires a little bit more flexibility to do so.
Once you're in that position, it would be pretty tricky to get the hand down once you have your foot on.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at our start list, and we are almost full. For the first time in Onsight history, we are almost full of people, so that's exciting. Alrighty. Tyler gets his foot on. He's got his eyes up on that crimp. Oh, and his right foot just cuts from under him.
Same problems thinking about. I like to see right after he comes off. Every time he's popped off, he tries. He does a little mime of trying something different.
Exactly.
I really like to see. It's just fun to watch what's going through the mind. It's like, oh, there goes that foot again. Okay, maybe this time I can try putting it here. And he kind of little touch of where he thinks it might go.
That's it.
Yeah, and he's doing it. He's
there it is. Yeah,
he's switched. He's done exactly what he just.
Really good tactics from Tyler there. Oh, palming off the start hold.
Wow.
Let's see if he's able to get his. Oh, that was really good. Okay, I think he knows that it goes now.
Interesting position.
Yeah. Maybe he can get his left hand up and use that palm press with his right hand.
Now, that's not how you were describing the boulder.
Not at all, no.
So
So what I think what we did in forerunning was place our left hand down as a palm press and bring our right hand up to that small beige triangle there.
And he's done something almost exactly the opposite of that.
Quite literally the opposite of that, yeah. So that's the beauty of climbing.
And he's making it work.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah, we were up, the setting team was up until about 11 last night in here, forerunning and sweating and bleeding from our fingers, so.
Trying the hand first method.
Yep.
But finding that that's a little trickier.
Okay, able to get the foot out. Let's see if he can stack his foot on top. He needs his left foot a little higher. I think he's just realizing that.
Now he's got to get
Let's
that
see.
left hand
Nice.
up into that little undercling crimp there.
10 seconds. I think you might be calling it there. Yep. All right, and we're going to welcome our next climber onto the mat. We have Brianna.
We're also going to have our first edit of the evening.
Oh, there we go. We have
as
3
we're-
climbers on the wall now. So Brianna has been climbing. I'm going to read this verbatim. Legally, on/off existence. So I imagine her entire life she's been climbing.
that's a tough one to decode.
That is, yeah. I'm really trying to read that. And then for circuit, she wrote, she drew a picture of a stick figure shrugging their shoulders. So we'll see what circuit she gets
That's
on.
the secret circuit that we didn't tell anybody about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then fun fact about her, she cannot breathe underwater. So
Really?
yeah, being probably the only person who cannot breathe underwater.
It's weird. I have no problem breathing underwater.
Exactly. Yeah, strange. I'll have to ask her about that.
So we are watching Eric in the bottom left. We are watching Dom in the bottom right. And
Brianna,
we are watching Brianna in the top right.
top right.
And also a little bit in the bottom right, but
Dom
mostly
is
in the
going
top
for a
right.
flash on this yellow boulder. We didn't even get time to talk about it. He's got somewhere to be tonight, apparently. Oh, okay. The commentator's curse. That was my bad. That's the first one for tonight. But problem number 2 on the blue circuit, the yellow, bottom right corner of your screen, set by Anna, crimpy and powerful. There's a lot of possible cutting feet movements and grabbing onto really small holds on a very steep overhang. As we see Brianna working on this first problem here, she needs to get stood up in the corner. This is going to be a long reach out to the next white hold, which is the zone hold. As she reaches out, she's going to want to hop her foot over and bring her foot down to that white hold by the red problem there. So here's the reach. As Dom pulls on for his second attempt. This one is an energy zapper, this yellow one here too.
Yeah, you can see why he's doing it quickly.
Yeah, you want to
Don't
get this
wanna
one
be up
done
there
and
very
fast.
Oh,
Ooh,
so
nice.
close.
Very close. A problem like this, I would tell my athletes that I coach, you want to take no more than like 3 or 4 good attempts separated by a minute or 2 of rest. That way your attempts are 100%. You don't want to go into this problem tired. Nice. Brianna able to get the foot over out to the right. Let's see if she can finish up this problem here. That's the second last hold. She just needs to cross her hand over. Eyeing up the last hold there, the finish. There's one hand. Almost there, almost there.
Just trying to feel out that wall, see
Yep.
what's going to work for the next
A
hand.
little bit more rocking over the foot, and she's there. She's so close.
Dropping back down.
Yep. Just need to trust
Trying new
that.
foot position.
That's
there
2.
she goes.
There it is. Nicely done from Brianna. That was fantastic. I think this might be your first time at an on-site night. So
Welcome, and
Welcome.
great job starting things off with a top. That's
Yep.
the way to do it.
we've got about 2 minutes left for Eric and for Dom. We can talk about this bottom left problem here. I'm going to keep my eyes on Dom as well. This one is very challenging. You need to come around the corner to that black sloping hold. As you're coming around the corner, you need to catch a heel hook. Ooh, Dom cutting his feet. He's on the
Wow.
second last hold. Just not enough gas in the tank to finish that problem off. Eric looks like he's able to get around to that sloping hold, but he needs to engage that heel once he gets his right hand on it. This one's very challenging. I would say it's the hardest in the black tape circuit, so if we see a top of this tonight, I might yell as well.
This is what we're saying. It's very, very hard to have the discipline to rest enough.
Absolutely.
During those 5 minutes.
You see
because
the
you
clock
watch
ticking.
the clock going, you think, I'm running out of time. But to know how long it's going to take you, to know I can sit here and let my arms recover enough to have a really good go at it, that is
The thing I
the
always
mark of experience.
get my athletes to do is like think about how long it's going to take to climb this boulder. And generally, these boulders will go in around 30 seconds. So really, if you have confidence that you know you can make it to the top of these boulders, rest until you have 30 seconds left. As we see Dom getting up to the
Big heel
second
hook
last
for
hold,
Dom.
big heel hook. See if he can lock it off. He's got another crimp to go to with his left hand. Ah, so close. Just needs a bit more tension there. He has enough time for one more go if he really motors. Oh, we got some
That's
Quinn
a
fans
really
in the
tough
chat
one
because
to-
Quinn is up next. Eric pulling on for one last attempt. Let's see it, Eric. Come on.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. You can
Heard
hear that at home.
He's
But his knee just exploded on that hold.
gave a little
Yeah, gave a wink and a
wink
gun.
to the commentator booth.
Exactly, yeah.
So you heard us react to the sound of his knee.
We get a thumbs up from Eric. Okay, next up on the mat is Quinn. Quinn's been climbing for 4 months. He's going to be on the green tape circuit as well. This fun fact about Quinn, this is his first comp. Hey, everyone at home thinking about doing this. And his first time ever at Reach Indoor Climbing. So welcome, Quinn, to Reach. Welcome to Friday Night Onsight. Waves in the chat for Quinn.
And welcome Quinn heads out there. We see we've got a couple of Quinn heads in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. As Walden pulls on to the green tape number 2. This starts off with a dyno. So we're going to be jumping. Bottom right corner of your screen. He's going to be jumping up to 2 red holds. He needs to catch them both together and squeeze. That's going to be his beta for it. Walden just getting some help from the judge to figure out where the starting points are for this climb here. Tyler getting pretty close, figuring out that he needs that heel hook. That was dynamic, he says. He's okay. We're all proud of Tyler. He's just kind of figured out a dynamic move, almost stuck it first go. The level of growth, we love to see it. Quinn pulling on to his first attempt. Let's see if he can start reaching over to the zone hold. He gets the zone hold. Now he's got to shuffle his feet out to the right side here. Walden taking another stab at that dynamic move. He's got to squeeze both of those red holds.
Quinn looking strong. Once a month, Greasy.
Yep, the first Friday of every month usually. If you check our social media or Instagram, we'll be posting out the date for the next one quite soon.
And if it's something that looks like something you'd like to try, you
that's a top
can
from
come
Quinn.
and be in it. Well done, Quinn, with
Nice,
a flash,
top right
I believe.
corner, top, yep.
First comp, first time at Reach.
And a
first
flash.
attempt, and it's a top.
We love to see it. All right, so Walden, bottom right corner of your screen. Looks like he's trying to go out to a foothold. I don't know how good that hold is going to be for his hands. It's pretty small. I think you just need to launch up to that hold. Throw caution to the wind and just chuck as he's doing there. Oh, he almost stuck that too. Nice.
Do the dyno.
Do the dyno. Thing about that red problem is it's not over when you do the dyno. There's another dyno to do. This is the electric boulder from the green tape circuit, meaning powerful and coordinated. If you can
it's a great feeling when you stick a big dyno and you think, surely that's the hardest part of the climb.
And then guess
but
what?
Actually, the hardest part of the climb is the next dyno.
Yeah. Let's look at Tyler, bottom left corner of the screen. He's got to get his right hand to the sloping hold around the corner and then stick his heel and really pull himself in with his left heel.
Ooh, so close there.
Lots of time for both of them to get this problem done. 2 minutes left. That's enough time to take a long rest, maybe brush some holds. As I say that, Walden getting the brush out. We love to see a brush.
Brushing the holds. We love to see a brush.
That's
Make
2
your
on the
problem
brushing
30% easier or so, I was told by somebody who I don't remember. I thought it was you, but then you thought it was me who said that to you.
Yeah, it was probably both of us at the same time.
That's probably what happened.
That's how that works.
Ooh,
Tyler
trying
going
something
for some
very interesting there.
Alternate beta.
After yelling triumphantly that it was dynamic, is trying to do it not dynamically.
Yeah, he's like, look at me, dyno, and then tries to get his heel up to his head and goes slowly. There it is. So as soon as you catch that hold with your right hand, you've got to squeeze in with your left heel as hard as you can. Walden's getting closer and closer to that.
You're actually wanting to stop yourself.
Yeah, that's where you
going
stop.
Around the corner.
Exactly.
Oh, you guys are nuts.
This is the one that I was like yelling
I don't know
at
how you think of the things
until
that you
10:30 last night. So.
It's like I can't picture how to do it when it's there in front of me on the wall. So the fact that you're looking at a wall with nothing on it and you can think of how to do that is kind of insane to me.
The
a
route
big
setting
shout out
team-
to the route setters this week.
Absolutely. They really went through it. They've been setting every single night this week for the clinic. And then last night was spectacular from them. They put up a lot of really cool movement. And, well, you can see the work that went into this. All right. As Walden and Tyler have their last few attempts and see if they can get their respective dynos. Close from Tyler. So the thing we need to see here is him starting out and away from the wall and then coming into the wall as he's catching that heel. He's got 20 seconds left. Same with Walden here. Let's see him get into that wall.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Keeping the foot on.
Keeping the foot, keeping tension. Nice.
It's
Let's
gonna
see him
have
get
to
this
go
last
quick.
move. Come on, he's got to
12
do it quick.
seconds.
This will be a buzzer beater. Oh, just not enough gas in the tank. All those the attempts, they really add up. They really tire you out. But that was
Especially
a great
on
zone.
a dynamic move
Walden.
like that. Well done to get the zone there with very little time on the clock.
That's it. And up next we have Olivia. Olivia, this is her second time doing this. The Onsight night. She's been climbing for a few months. She's going to be climbing the green tape circuit. And fun fact about her, I'm not going to sing this, but I could. She loves pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.
Was there an instruction that you were supposed to sing
There was
it?
no instruction, but I really felt inclined to.
You just stopped yourself?
Yeah. I don't think she's into yoga, and I forget the last lyric of that chorus.
I think
but
it's if you have half a brain.
Ah, nice.
Which
That was
will
it.
not apply to either one of us.
Yeah.
But Olivia, I think, probably does. Just based on how quickly she's
Yeah.
getting through this green tape.
As I'm thinking about the Jimmy Buffett lyrics, Olivia is flashing this green tape problem here.
Definitely not a Jimmy Buffett song, but
Nope. All right, we got Olivia
sounds
getting.
like it could be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just songs about drinks. And you just go straight to Jimmy Buffett.
All right, Olivia flashes problem number 1.
Dom
First
is
go for
also
Olivia. Dom's
making
at
some
the
really
last
quick
hold of this
progress.
third problem here. This is a big wrestle, a big volume wrestle.
Oh, looking good.
Nice, getting his right foot up.
Oh,
so
just
close.
as I said it, I think there was just a little hand slip there.
I think he got his left foot a little bit too high. He needs to kind of rock over and mantle, press off with his left hand into that last hold on the yellow problem.
Bit of a scary move there for Eric.
I mean, think of Jimmy Buffett puns all night. That's all I can think of is Cheeseburger in Paradise. Is that another song?
That's
a Buffett
definitely
song
Jimmy
too,
Buffett.
right? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that is him.
Nice.
That one and Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
And Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die, and that's all I can name of the Jimmy Buffett songs, I think.
Speaking of Paradise, Eric is in hell right now, trying to start this fourth problem.
That,
Let's talk a little bit about this problem here.
that
This was
looks horrible.
this was set by Sufyan, who is actually a setter from the clinic, and will be climbing later tonight, hopefully in the black circuit, so he gets to experience the horror that he put up. It's a running start on a slab, but your feet are pretty bad. So every time you try and get to that start hold, which is like a big thumb press, your feet kind of cut from under you unless you have just the right amount of tension. It can't be too much. It can't be too little. It's the Goldilocks problem. It has to be just right.
Now, would you jump up we'll speak more quietly now because we're closer to him. Would you jump up with one foot and then
Yes.
just try to touch the other foot on?
Absolutely, yeah.
And
You're
would
trying
you
to jump
go
up with one foot and just like force the weight down, but not too hard, because if you do it too hard, your foot's just going to cut out from underneath you.
And based on the angle, it looks like you want that to be your right foot, probably.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, it's like trying to step up a staircase, but the staircase is like sloping downwards.
The staircase is angry at you.
Is very angry.
It wants you
Oh,
off of
Dom,
it.
he's able to get the press
Dom
move. He
with
has
one
one
hand
hand
on
on
the
the
top.
finish. He just needs to center his weight, get his weight over his foot a little bit. That's one hand. And I believe that's two hands. That's a top for
gonna be
Dom.
a top
Nicely
for
done.
Dom.
His first top of the circuit and our first top on the blue tape climbs.
I think he found the camera for a bow there.
He did. We've got Brianna facing out on the start here, just trying some new beta, seeing if that works to get the jump. Trying to use whatever it takes to get up there.
2 and 4 up here.
Yeah,
at the
2 and
moment.
4. Nice. We get a better look at this problem number 4 from Eric. I have been watching that start all day for the last 24 hours. People running up, not having enough tension, coming back down, looking at a clock, running up again, not having enough tension, looking at the clock. Nice. He's able to tap his foot up to the next hold, and that's a lot of progress.
I thought for a minute he was showing us a heart, but I think he was just miming angrily.
I think he was
the
thinking
motion
about
he's
flipping us
trying
off
to
and then
do, yeah.
realizing that this is a family stream. So 1 minute left for Eric.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's able to start. Nice. Okay. This is huge. Let's see if he can. He's got to match his feet and bring him around the corner. I'm talking quietly because he's right in front of us. Brianna able to press off the volume. Let's see if she can make anything work from that. Oh. So I'd like to say the problem gets
no.
easier after the start. It does not.
You'd
And in
like to
fact-
say that a lot, but you never
would,
can. And it's
yeah.
interesting because you're the guy who sets the problem.
I'm
So
fully
if you
in
really
control.
would like to say that, you could set a problem that would allow you to say it,
I
but
could.
yet you never have.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say it. Doesn't mean I like to do it. All right, Eric, 24 seconds left. Let's see him start this thing. Come on, Eric. Brianna getting a hand up, going statically.
Oh, Eric almost had that.
Come on, Eric.
Trying
Hips in,
with
hips
his,
in, hips in.
interestingly,
Nice.
going up with his left foot.
Yeah, and I think that works because you can tap your right foot onto the starting hold and then move your right foot out to the next foothold there. Oh, and he's down. And that's time for Eric. Well done. Great circuit.
That is Eric's black tape circuit. And he just crawls off the mat.
That's it. All right, we have Ben next up on the mats. Ben has been climbing for, I think this says 14 years or 19 years. Regardless, I was Ben's first coach when he was like 12 years old, and he's not 12 anymore, as you can see on the top right corner of your screen. He's much older than that, which makes me feel very old. He'll be climbing the black tape circuit. His fun fact about him is he says Brandon's first Padawan. So, hey, there you go. He even wrote that on the thing. I didn't have to say that.
Awesome.
We welcome Ben. Ben started climbing out at Rock and Chalk in Newmarket when I was coaching him.
Oh,
7
Tyler.
years ago. Tyler just nailing that start first go.
Made that look like it was going to work, and then there goes the foot.
That's the
even
thing is you
after
can
it
feel
was-
like it's good, and then you start moving your right foot, and then it's no longer good. All right, we have Quinn on problem 2, Walden on problem 3. This third problem, the blue hold set by Piper from the clinic, it is a power problem, so you are just swinging around on some really big, disgusting pinches.
Looks like Quinn also has popped up to the blue
Ooh,
tape
Quinn
circuit.
going static for this. You
He was-
should be able to, well, you shouldn't be able to go static because that left hold on the red problem is quite bad. You should have to jump up to the second hold and let your left hand catch. So you're catching both of them at the same time. Tyler making huge progress on this. He's got his right foot out.
That was a very picturesque fall.
It was.
Just
Ben making some
straight
progress
backward.
on problem number 1 here.
Oh,
He's got to get his foot out
Saved
really
the
far to the
attempt
side.
there.
Yeah, he really did. He's got to rock over, and let's see if he can hold that tension without his foot popping. He's got to get over his foot, get out to that crescent moon, the blue crescent moon on the right side. Oh, just
now
as I said
would
it.
you be generally trying to keep your foot on the hold when you make this move, or would you be losing the foot and jumping?
The goal is to keep the foot. So you want your left foot as far away, as far to the left of that half moon as possible. The more to the left it is, the more tension you can put down instead of coming in towards you. All right, we see Walden figuring out some alternate beta for this
Oh.
problem, but just missing the match of the pinch there.
So close.
We see Quinn skipping the dyno, able to get to the second hold. See if he can get his left hand up. There it is. He's got one more big dynamic move to make to that last hold at the top, bottom right corner of your screen. Big red hold. He's going to take a jump out for it, and let's see if he can catch it. Come on, Quinn. Let's go.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, and coming
so
down.
Close.
Very close.
He's
from
got
Quinn there.
time to get to the top of that route. He's
Yep.
got a lot of time left.
And he knows he can do it now.
Take a good rest.
I think this red one might be one of the harder problems of the green tape circuit, so well done, Quinn, for getting there. Tyler, he's working on the start. He's got the tension, and as I say it, he just slips out, so I'm not going to say it anymore. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to start a problem for 5 minutes. I've been there.
I have tried to start a problem sometimes for upwards of a week.
Yeah. A couple months, depending on the gym you're at, you know? All right. All our athletes taking a rest. Walden and Quinn approaching their climbs. Let's see if they can make any progress. See if Quinn can finally put this problem down for the first time tonight. Gets the right hand up.
Perfect.
Gets his foot out to the volume. Left hand comes in. Bottom right corner of your screen we're focusing on right now.
Looking good. Let's go, Quinn.
He's got the second last
Big
hold.
move to the
Big
top. We
move.
know he can reach it.
Yep,
He
it's
just
a
has
decent
to
hold.
hold
He
it.
just has to get it as high up as he can. Push with his feet. Nice.
Yes.
And there's two hands.
That's going to be a
and
top.
that's a top from Quinn. Nicely done. That's our first top on that problem tonight.
Awesome
And a
work from
great-
Quinn.
Great effort from Quinn there. All
Really
right.
good learning on the attempts. Every
got-
attempt a little closer, a little more refined.
That's
That's
it.
what you love to see.
Ben just slipping off that foothold again. Tyler, same thing. And Walden just trying to navigate through that start one more time. Tyler doing that run up, coming back down, miming out his hips, doing that run up again, coming back down, laughing at us. He's got 20 seconds left. He can do this. He knows he can do this. No, he's got it. Come on, Tyler.
Oh.
All right, Ben calling it quits on problem 1. Same with Tyler, same with Walden. We're going to welcome our next climber on the mats.
All around.
We have Larry. Larry is a on-site night veteran as well, climbing for 7 years, climbing the black tape circuit. If you all remember from last month, those of you frequent watchers, he flashed or second attempted very early on every blue tape. So we're forcing him on the black tape tonight.
We definitely gave Larry an earful after he had such a strong performance on the blue tape circuit.
I'm going to read Larry's fun fact verbatim. I'm going to try my best here. Larry has severely deficient autobiographical memory, or SDAM, which means he can't recall past events. His memory for facts is pretty good. There you go. Lots of fun facts from Larry. That's great.
Well, we also owe an enormous thank you on the stream to Larry, because the camera that you are watching Olivia on in the bottom right actually belongs to Larry, and
hey, there you go.
Lets us use it whenever we're doing one of these to be able to cover the entire wall. So a huge thank you to Larry.
Nice. All right, we got Dom starting us off on the blue tape problem number 4. Pretty awkward transition around the corner.
This is in the top left of your screen.
Yeah, top left of your screen. As soon as you make that awkward transition around the corner, you have a pretty nasty jump that you have to do. Coordinated jumping on a slab and then sticking your foot onto a small pancake foothold.
Larry trying to... Oh, there goes the foot. Same thing we saw happen to Eric.
Yep. Oh, we see Olivia getting the jump. Let's see if she can get this second move here.
Oh, so close.
Just
the
to say that,
looks like
commentator's
the feet
curse.
just went on her there.
My bad. Brianna starting us off on white tape, problem number 3. This is a coordinated problem here. You have to kind of like hop up onto the hold and bring your hands out and to the left. And Dom on problem number 4, top left corner of your screen. Let's see if he can get his weight around this corner shifted. It's pretty small crimps.
That's quite a position to be in.
Yeah, he's like in full splits almost. Let's see if he can bring his left foot in and use that foot to get himself around the corner.
Yeah.
Now he needs to match a hold. Small crimp in his right hand. He just needs to make some space for that hand to come in, and I think he's got that.
That is a very, very small hold to be matching a hand on.
It really is. Small footholds, too, and just very slopey. Olivia sticking the dyno once again, 2 hands at a time. Really cool move. Bottom right corner of your
Trying
screen.
something different with her feet this time. She had her foot go on the... There she gets into position. It's one big move from here.
One big move. As we hear song 2 from Blur.
Oh.
Woohoo.
This is one of those moves that you just want to... It's hard to read, so you get into position
Larry.
and you think, do I do this? Do I do that? And you burn your arms while you think you it.
Larry came very close. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh,
Go ahead. No, finish your thought.
It's one of those problems that once you find that position, you're better off to just go right for it.
Exactly, yeah.
But when you're trying to read it on the wall, it can be really, really hard to hang there and go, where should my foot go? Where should this go? You just start to let your arms go. And yeah, Larry has made more progress on that black tape than I think anyone we've seen so far.
Yep. Yeah, he's almost gotten up to that zone there. He's able to touch it but not control it. One more attempt from Olivia. Let's see it. Big move up to the red hold. Come on, just jump up and reach. Very, very close. She's able to touch the hold, so she knows she can do it now. With 1:30 left, that's enough time. Dom just about getting around that corner, too.
Is this Brianna?
Brianna on problem 3, yeah.
Brianna with some facing out.
Switching up to the green tape and facing out. That's interesting. We haven't seen that yet.
To the blue tape, I think you mean, yes?
That's a green tape.
Oh, that's a green tape?
That is, yeah. Nice. Doing this problem face out and making some progress with the face out, too. We love to see a good face out problem.
When in doubt,
face out.
Face out.
All right, let's see Dom get past this corner here. Come on, Dom. We need to see this jump. Nice. So close. Yep. Oh, just touched his foot on the mat.
Olivia really making that first dyno look very simple.
Yep. One more attempt from Olivia.
Come on. She's got that part down. Big swing up. She's got under a minute.
Push and reach. You need to jump your hips up and reach up. All right, let's see one more good attempt from Larry here. See if he can get his way out to that zone hold.
Larry has had a nice long strategic rest. I think he took as long as he thought he could manage.
Top right corner of your screen. We're watching Larry right now.
Oh.
He's going a bit too dynamic because that pushes you away from the wall. You want to go nice and slowly for this. It's interesting. Sometimes people read dinos as a slow static move. Sometimes people read the slow static move as a dino. So close again from Dom. 18 seconds left. That's enough time for one more attempt.
Olivia's back on the wall.
Let's see it, Olivia. Come on. Very close, very close.
Just lost that foot again. Heartbreaker.
All right, one last attempt from Dom. Let's see him get around this corner. Not much time left, but if he's moving fast, he can get it. Come on, Dom. Come on.
That's
okay, that's
gonna
be time.
All
right, we
great
welcome
circuit from Dom.
Vlad on the mats. Vlad's been climbing for about 7 years. Larry's brother as well. Vlad will be climbing the blue tape circuit. Fun fact about Vlad. Wow, these are long fun facts here. Some people write like, I like benches. Other people write, I have photic sneeze reflex. That means that if I see a really bright light, I sneeze. About 10% to 35% of all people have this reflex.
I have that. I
Nice.
sneeze on bright lights.
And
I sneeze on.
it says on the back here, he also likes benches.
Oh, very good. Yes, your mileage may vary on the.
The fun facts.
The fun
you can write whatever
facts.
you want, and I'll read it. You know? There are limits, obviously, but you
Yeah,
could write
let's
almost
let's
whatever you
let's
want.
dial that back real
That's
quick.
fair, yeah. Ooh, Vlad trying to skip the palm press, so he was able to get to the last hold on his first attempt. But I think he needs. There you go. You see him miming it. He pushes down with his left hand, and then he's going to send that climb. We have Walden on problem number 4. This is a technical climb set by Ralph from the clinic. It is very slow moving. You're balancing on pretty poor footholds, and you're just moving as slow as you can and controlled as you can. So we can watch Walden here on the top left corner of your screen. Every single move needs to be done as slowly as you can manage in order to get the most control out of your handholds and footholds. Ben trying the power problem here on the left side, bottom right corner of your screen. Gets a hand out to the second pinch, but it's quite small, so you do need a lot of weight in your feet. Quinn on problem number 3 here. This is a very tricky start. We do want people to palm down, so on the bottom left corner here, palm down with their right hand and come in with their left hand to the pinch that he's currently on. Then we want people to start swinging out to the pinch further right from where he is.
Palm down.
Yeah,
with their
so you
left
start
hand.
with 2 feet on the half moon, one hand palming down on the pinch, and one thumb above your head. That's what we want people to do.
Your arms crossed.
Yes, exactly.
Left hand palming down. Right
No, right hand palming down, left
Oh,
hand
yeah,
above your
okay.
head. Yeah, exactly.
Hand. Oh, brutal.
And then left hand it should be moving first towards the next pinch.
Oh, I see. Moving the left hand over,
Exactly.
and then using that to get the right hand out.
That's
to
it,
the
yep.
zone.
Yep.
I can see how that goes against every instinct that I would have
It absolutely
in
does.
that position.
And that's why Quinn's skipping it. That's why Quinn's saying, no thanks, I'm good. And
Quinn's skipping
skipping a
entirely
hold
skipping that
out
hold.
to the right. Let's see if he can get his feet up.
Oh,
He has a
looks
hand on the
promising.
finish. He's able just to reach it just from there. That's great. Now he needs to get a second hand. It's a small crimp, so he needs to position his weight underneath it. And that's
Well
a top
done.
from Quinn. Nicely done. Sweet. Quinn at 3 tops on the green tape circuit right now. Fantastic work from him.
Awesome climbing. Means he's going to have to do the blue tapes next time.
Yeah, we're going to have to force him.
Means he's in for some bullying, I'm afraid.
That's it. Yeah. It's the only way to do it.
All right. 2 minutes left for these climbers. Well, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
and 30
I was
seconds,
rounding up, but
you know.
really when it's only 5 minutes, rounding up by 20 seconds is irresponsible.
Exactly. A soft 2 minutes. A baker's 2 minutes, if you will. Vlad, top right corner of your screen, eyeing up this last move. He's got to jump his hips higher than his left hand. Let's see if he can do that. Leans back, eyeing up the jump. His foot
Oh.
just slips out from under him as he's bringing his left hand up.
Looked like he kind of ran that hand along the wall on the
Exactly,
way
yeah.
up too, which is going to be very painful and make it a lot harder to grab that top hold.
It's not an on-site night if you have all of your skin left on your fingers.
No.
That's what I always say.
No, it is not.
I've been saying that since birth, since day one, 1991. Came out the womb, I'm like, Mom,
And
let me
this is
tell
what
you about
let me tell
on-site
you
night.
something.
This is what I learned about on-site night. All right,
Came out of the womb.
talking about on-site night. Last attempt here from Walden on the top left corner of your screen. He's getting his feet over, just moving a little bit too quickly with his feet. He gets nice and stable in those footholds, and then he's able to transition his weight over to the right. Vlad, this will likely be his last attempt on this problem here. Let's see, he's eyeing up the jump. He's got to take a big hop off that right foot. Gets his, so close from Vlad. So
Almost
close.
the buzzer beater.
And you can see it in his hips, too. If he brings his hips a little bit higher than his hand, he's able to lock that move in. Ooh, Walden going foot first, just with not enough time remaining. All right, we're welcoming Christian to the mats. Christian has been climbing for 5 months. I believe he started here at Reach Indoor Climbing. Don't fact check me on that, please. He will be climbing the green tape circuit. And fun fact, this is great. Fun fact about Christian, he trained to be a pro yo-yoer.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know what that looks like, but I would be really...
I would love to find out what that looks like.
Exactly,
I think that should be the halftime show next time.
We've got unicyclers,
We'll get all the unicyclists and the
people
yo-yoers.
that sneeze at lights. We've got everything here at Reach Indoor
The
Climbing.
3 most impressive qualities.
The trifecta, if you will, of humankind.
That's what they mean when they say triple threat, I think.
That's it.
Unicycle, yo-yo, sneezing on lights.
There's climbing happening on the screen. Olivia on problem 3, bottom left
Some
corner.
very quick progress is
really
being
quick
made
progress.
by Olivia on this blue problem.
Able to get
She
to the
also
jug,
getting
taking the
that hand
same
up.
route that Quinn took. Let's get her foot up. Probably
Big
palm down
high
with her
foot.
left hand. Maybe match the jug with her left hand. We'll see what she does there. Christian flashing number 1, very casually.
Yeah, Christian up and down.
Yep. He's got somewhere to be tonight.
Olivia trying another high foot with it. Yeah, that's going to work.
Nice.
Just going to have to get the weight over for the second hand. No
Larry.
problem. Olivia with
Nice.
a really, really smart flash.
Olivia's
Took her
got 2
time.
flashes now in the green tape circuit. That's great.
Really took her time in the middle of that problem. Got up there, had a look around, tried this, tried that, and then just made it work.
That's it. And we are left with
2
Vlad
climbers.
and Brianna.
It's 4 and 2.
4 and also 2. So Vlad is on the black holds problem, right side of your screen. He's made progress. He's gotten out to the egg-shaped hold, kind of left of his head. Let's see if he can get up and be the first person to touch that next crimp. Let's go, Larry. Come on. Oh, he gets his hand on the crimp, but I think he needs to set up his feet a little bit better.
He's also trying the foot first, like Tyler was.
Yeah, exactly.
Not going out with the hand.
Yep.
Which we've yet to see anyone attempt.
Yeah, it's a hard read. It's hard when there's not somebody in front of you, also
Mhm.
projecting and also working on the boulder with you.
Larry is a very gifted reader, though. So
He
I
is.
wouldn't be surprised if we see him
Yeah, he was able to flash a lot of
make
climbs
some
last
progress
month.
on
So
this. It's also
Nice.
nice to see so many people climbing the black tape circuit. I think last time we had only 1 climber on the black tape
I think
circuit.
so, yeah.
And this time
I think we're up to 4 already.
we've had a lot.
Yep. Brianna making some progress. She's getting the zone of this hold. If she can get her right thumb out, there we go. That's the zone. Just needs to transition her weight onto her right foot, bring her left foot in to match, and then she's walking out to that next triangle right of the triangle she's standing on right now. This is tricky, though. There's a lot of weight into a sloping surface, so you really have to trust your feet. Exactly what you saw from Tyler and Eric earlier with the feet sliding down. We have to do this again on this hold. Nice, able to match her feet.
Oh.
Just not enough tension, but she did a lot of learning from that attempt. She knows what needs to be done.
She
now
came
let's
off
see if she
looking
can get
very
it done.
excited, looking
Yeah.
like, oh, that's it.
Another thing I like to say that causes all my team kids to roll their eyes is you either come down with progress or information. So you either come down knowing you can do the move or doing the move. And I think Brianna came down knowing she could do the move with that attempt. Larry chalking up. Taking his last rest before his last couple of attempts.
1 minute left for these 2 climbers, both making progress.
Larry getting
Goes
his
up
left
with
foot
the
up.
foot. Oh, trying to cross the other hand through.
I think if he was able to either get his left hand where his left foot is or get his left foot further onto the egg-shaped hold, he'll make some progress there.
The egg. Now, have you ever seen an egg?
Have I seen an egg?
Yes.
No. Can you let me know what
Well,
an
they're
egg
shaped. They're not shaped exactly like that.
Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you kept referring to the egg-shaped hold, and I was just letting it go.
It looks
and then I
close to
realized
an
what
egg.
it was. I suppose it looks more like an egg than, say, a bicycle.
Yeah.
But
What else did you call it? How do you determine who climbs what circuit? That is self-determined. Yeah, but self-determined.
You get to choose.
You get to choose it. You can switch circuits midway through if you want to. You can choose it at the beginning and kind of stick your way through a circuit. You choose at the beginning, and you get to choose every month. We welcome our next climber onto the mats, Garth. Garth's been climbing for 5 months, I think also at Reach Indoor Climbing only. Again, don't fact check me. Green tape circuit for Garth, and Garth, fun fact, he has been a dancer for 15 years.
I bet that helps a lot in
I would
climbing,
imagine.
honestly. I bet that's a huge...
Lots of confidence in movement, lots of trust on your feet.
Mm-hmm. Good balance.
As we see Garth dancing his way up this first problem. So Garth is getting his feet set up. He needs to reach over to the zone hold. He has it in his right hand. Now he needs to stomp his foot down, out to the right. There it is. Nice.
Nice.
That's kind of the last really technical move. Now he just needs to keep it together, transition his weight out right, bring his left hand in, and
No
that's a flash
problem.
for Garth. Nicely done.
No problem for Garth.
Like
Quick
it was
flash.
a dance.
Did the old soft shoe across the wall and is gone inside of a minute.
All right, we see Ben on problem number 3, bottom left corner of your screen. One of the trickier black tapes. You know it's hard when I say one of the trickier black tapes?
Yes.
Quinn
Not one of those easy black tapes like the rest.
No, exactly. The
that
whole
we
circuit's
have
been a
seen,
cakewalk.
I believe, no tops of any of so
Yeah,
far.
that's it. It's been a hard circuit. Quinn on problem number 4, the green tape, top left corner of your screen. Sorry, excuse me. Hiccup there. He's got to stand up on a small triangle, get his weight shifted over it, and stand up to a pretty small crimp. Not an easy start. Very technical, very slow moving, trusting your feet a lot. We've got Vlad on problem number 2. This is a crimpy power boulder, the yellow boulder, bottom right corner of your screen. Close, nicely done from Vlad. We saw Dom get pretty close to the finish of this one. He got to that second last hold pretty earlier.
Dom was on the 2 crimps on that volume right next to the top a couple of times.
Yep. Good progress from Quinn. If he can get this, this will be all 4 tops in one circuit for Quinn.
Air conditioner's just kicked on and is blowing Brandon's notes away.
It's kind of nice though, to be honest. I've been here since like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm sweating, and yeah. Not that anyone at home needs to know this.
I find
but
that it blows directly into my eyeballs and dries them out.
that's why I have these protective lenses over my face.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, that's why. That's the only reason why.
Yeah. I should need those. Now, Brandon.
Hey, Danny.
Now listen, I have these black tapes that are up here this week.
Let's talk about them.
Now, back when you were in your prime.
Oh, okay.
Many
Go
moons
on.
ago.
Sorry. Go on. Everyone, if you excuse me, I just have to go to the washroom and cry for a couple of hours. I'll see you in a bit.
I didn't even have a question. I just wanted to say back when you were
When
in
I
your
was in my
prime.
prime.
Brandon and I were chatting earlier, and he mentioned that somebody had asked him a question that started that way, and I thought it was
Yeah.
so funny that I had to.
I very recently, on Monday, turned 33 years old, and apparently that's ancient in the climbing world, and I'm starting to feel a lot of feelings about it. So
Well, Olympic bronze medalist. As of
don't say it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Don't say it. Don't spoil it.
Are people not watching it?
I don't
as
know.
it
I just don't want to
happens?
spoil it. I don't
Okay,
want to feel
never
bad
mind.
by spoil. I haven't seen it also,
Okay.
so you're
all
spoiling
right.
it for
Sorry,
me.
I
Yeah.
won't say anything to you.
But now I know who got the bronze. 'Cause
No, it could be any. It could be 3 people.
that's fair.
It was a delightfully older field in the men's category.
It was,
There were,
absolutely
I
it
think,
was, yeah.
3 30-plus-year-olds in the final.
Yeah. They call me the bronze medalist Brandon. Exactly. Thank you.
So who's
and
to
thank you
say
for the
you're
birthday
not
wishes.
still in your prime?
I don't think I've ever had a Prime, so I think it's yet to come. That's my guess.
I have Prime, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Those of you in Twitch, drop a sub using your Amazon
Drop us
Prime.
a Prime sub, guys. Get Brandon back into his Prime.
Yeah.
With a Prime subscription.
The only thing that'll put me back in my Prime is more subscriptions right now. So those of you on Twitch, get at it. All right, we missed the entire 5 minutes of that. I apologize. It's been a long week for me. A lot of hours at this gym. We welcome our next climber on the mats, Carl Hoyer. Carl has been climbing for a long time with a long break. 3 O's, 3 N's, and a G in that word. Carl will be climbing the white tape circuit.
Our
He
first
says
white tape circuit
because
of
I'm
the
injured.
evening.
And fun fact about Carl, and we learned this last month about him, he just got back from the World Unicycling Championships with a silver and bronze.
Amazing.
Silver in the 10K road race. Imagine 10 kilometers of unicycling. And bronze in mountain unicycling cyclocross. Imagine mountain unicycling cyclocross. As I say that, he flashes his first white tape problem. Way to go, Carl.
No problem. Our first white tape climber.
Fantastic.
Looks like he's thinking about trying that green as well.
He's looking at it. I don't know what the injury is. I imagine it's probably from 10 kilometers of nonstop unicycling, but I'm no doctor. Brianna starting us off. Olivia on problem number 4, top left corner of your screen. Let's see if she can be the first to top this problem. Has not seen tops. I'm going from speaking loudly to quietly because the music cut, and she's right in front of us.
It's been a very competitive green tape field.
It is,
We've
yeah.
seen a lot of climbers making tops, but we've never seen anybody reach the top of this
Of
one.
all
A couple
four,
of
yeah.
zones.
So she needs to.
Oh, there go the feet.
There goes the feet. So she needs to use that thumb catch hold. It's a blue hold right in the middle of the problem with a zone tape on it. And that's going to be used to get her feet matched on the blue hold under her and bring her feet out to the right.
Always a bit of a scary feeling when the feet go out from right under you like that.
Absolutely. Oh, Larry being the first to catch that move with the toe catch.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see if he can get the next move. It's a paddle over. He's got to rock his right hand. Nice. That's the first zone that we've seen. He's got to cut his feet and swing his feet out to the right side. That's so sick. I haven't seen this problem done yet.
There's a small black hold right by the blue. That's where his foot
gonna be his
wants to
foothold.
end up.
He needs to either cut very controlled or he needs to bring his feet under him and absorb the impact of the swing.
Oh.
And as you see, that swing is pretty brutal.
Wow.
That was fantastic effort from Larry. That's the most progress we've seen on that climb today.
That's what we were talking about with the reading. Just really, really great reading by Larry to figure out how to stop that momentum around the corner.
All right, Christian on the last move of this red problem, bottom right corner of your screen. Nails the last dyno. See if you can get his second hand up there. Match the finish. Come on, Christian.
That is a top
there it
for
is.
Christian.
Nicely done, Christian.
And Olivia making really good progress as well.
Oh, Olivia just
so close.
Tipping back over, but I think she knows what to do now. She's looking at the clock. 2 minutes left is more than enough time. I guess we can focus on number 3 and number 4 if we have a scene for that.
Yeah, we've got our first 2 down.
Yep. All right. Larry on number 3. Let's see if he can stick this move again with the heel catch. Olivia pulling on for number 4. This is exciting. If we can see tops of these would be the first 2 tops of these problems tonight.
Almost 2 minutes left for both climbers. Quite a lot of time left on the clock.
Olivia just slowly reaching down to that volume with her right hand.
Opting
Nice.
for the
Taking
hand
some weight in
switch
the right foot.
first.
There's bite in that foothold, but you really have to trust it. You really have to get underneath it.
Oh.
I think if she had her right foot down one more foothold, she'd
Yeah,
be able to do
on
that
the
move.
lower
And
one. It
she's
looks
looking
like
at
she's
it now.
trying
Yeah,
that, yeah.
exactly. She knows that now. And that's
Had
it.
the
You
exact
come-
same thought.
Danny, what are the 2 things that you come down off a problem with?
Progress,
Or
information.
let's go.
And then all of your students roll their eyes.
Exactly.
But they learn something.
1 minute left for both of them. Let's see these problems get sent. Larry getting his foot up. He's able to make that move look so casual. It is not an easy move.
He's got such good control going to that hold.
He just needs to get his feet out and to the right.
Olivia
Slowly
finding that
control
hole.
that cut. He's feathering off of it. Oh, but he just peels off. He needs to get underneath that hold. Olivia nailing the move.
Olivia getting as close as we've seen to the top of this problem. She can.
It's a small crimp.
Oh,
she's so close. She's
what
gotta
a
get the foot up.
save! That right foot slid, but she saved it
Oh
with
my
the
goodness,
left
my
foot.
hands are very sweaty right now. It's
Come
not
on,
a great
Olivia.
crimp, but it's an okay crimp.
16 seconds to go.
She's got her
Keeping
feet
the
on the last
sorted.
volume. She's got one hand on the finish hold, two hands control.
That is a top.
That's
for
a top
Olivia.
and the first top of that problem that we've seen today.
And a buzzer beater.
My goodness.
To finish out her
Larry,
green tape
one last
circuit.
attempt. Let's see him. And that's time for Larry.
Amazing
good
work.
work.
I think that was 3 tops for Olivia.
That was a great circuit for Olivia.
Spectacular circuit.
All right, we welcome Linnea onto the mats. As we go back to all 4 screens here, Linnea has been climbing for 2 years. Setter here at Reach as well. She's going to be climbing the blue tape circuit tonight. And fun fact about her, apart from the unicycling as well, she once fell down the stairs 3 times in one day. In parentheses, I'm okay.
Were they this? I want to know if it was the same staircase or if it was 3 different staircases.
It was one of those MC Escher paintings where some say she's still falling down those stairs today.
Never stopped falling down the MC Escher stairs. Ooh, flashing that dyno.
Nice. Garth getting his dyno first go. Let's see if he can get up to that last hold. It's a big throw. Same with Linnea. Let's see if she can get this dyno. Palm press.
Oh,
going for
both
something
of them
a little
coming
different
down
there.
at this. That was a synchronized fall, those
Synchronized,
two.
yeah. Talking about the Olympics, synchronized falling. Or was it that bad volume staircase? That's true. It could have been that bad. That's 3
It could
times
have
in one
been-
day.
Could have been the angry staircase.
That would be more than 3 times, though, I think. You probably do that a lot of times in one day. We got Vlad on problem 3, trying to navigate through this volume wrestle. You can either
Ooh.
do the splits and bring your hands in, or you can get your hands up and kind of fight these volumes here.
Doing a
Vlad
really good
opting for
job
the splits.
popping that foot up the wall.
Yep.
Now
Now
it's
he's
a
got to
question
flip
of
his hand, press with his left hand, get all his weight into this right foot, and reach out to a small crimp that's facing the wrong way. So he's going to be using his shoulders a lot for that move. There it is. Nice.
Yes.
He's got his weight on his
Wow.
foot. He's got one hand on the finish. Let's see if he can match that second hand. His head is all the way up in the rafters, but he's okay.
bringing the end.
Nice.
Yes.
Nicely done. That is a top from Vlad.
Wow.
Nice. His head
Took some
in the
dust
rafters.
out of the
Took some
rafters on the
dust.
way down. Very impressive stuff from Vlad. Awesome.
Fantastic
Might have
work
been a
there.
flash. I'm not sure.
I think that was, within a couple of attempts.
It was certainly one of the early attempts.
All right, we see Ben trying to navigate through this horrible slab climb here. It looks like he's trying to do a little pull-up and use his arms more than his feet. I don't know. It's a pretty bad hold. It'd be hard to pull up on.
Yes, Ben in the top left with this Sisyphean start.
As we learned many years ago, Ben, at Rock and Chalk, always use your hands more than your feet. All right, Linnea gearing up this last move, going for a
Oh.
crossover with the left hand. I've seen it work, but I've seen it work from very, very tall people. Linnea's quite tall. I think she can do it.
That did look like, with a little better grip on that she could have made that work if she
Yeah.
got the hand a little bit
And then
higher
maybe
on that
palm press
hold.
down with the right hand or something. We'll see. Head in the rafters. This is a real tall beta. Yes. Linnea back into this last jump again. Let's see what she chooses to do. Is she going for the cross? She's going for the cross again. Just grazing the hold. Barely got a finger on it, but I think she's going to go for that beta again. Garth's trying
It's
to.
when you're so close with a beta that's a little weird
Yeah.
that you have to make that decision. Do I try something else or do I keep it? But when you're so close, it's really hard to switch streams.
It's hard to know, yeah. If you're making progress on the thing, it's hard to say, no, this isn't the way. I want to do what the route setter is telling me to do.
It certainly looks like if she catches that hold well, that she'll be able to hold that position. I think
Exactly.
she feels that way as well, which is
Yeah.
why she keeps trying it the
Garth
same way.
needs to launch up to that last red hold, bottom right corner of the screen. Just coming down on the mats there. I think he needs a little bit more push out of his feet, and he's got that. But he's got a minute to figure that out. So Linnea, another attempt on this move. Going for the jump. One hand on. Just trying to
With the big
figure out
barn door.
Exactly. That's the problem with crossing over to the left side of your body is you got to figure out a way to stop that swing. And maybe the palm press is going to be the method. Maybe a right palm down.
That's what we call a barn door when you're when you kind of rotate off the wall.
True,
If you
it
picture a
looks-
big swinging door that falls open. It's like when
It looks
you're-
very much like an egg.
Yeah, it's in a lot of ways, it's really similar.
It's very similar to an egg in every. Picture an egg in your head right now, everybody at home. For those of you just joining, that makes no sense. I'm sorry.
This is why you have to watch the whole stream.
You got to rewind it
for
in
the
like 5
callbacks.
minutes. Yeah.
Oh, that really got me.
Yeah, you're welcome for that one. I had that one locked and loaded too. I was just waiting for you to finish that sentence. One more attempt from Linnea with 10 seconds left. This will be her last attempt. Let's see what she can do.
Come
She's
on,
going to go
Linnea.
back up with that left hand, I think. She's gearing up for that. Left hand on the hold.
Yes.
Right hand palm press. And
so
just
close.
can't stop the egg.
Just can't stop the egg move.
All right, and our next climber is going to be Pamela. Pamela's been climbing for 2 months, I believe, at Reach Indoor Climbing as well. Pamela will be climbing the white tape circuit. And, oh, this is interesting. Fun fact about Pamela, she is a hypnotist.
A hypnotist?
A hypnotist. We have unicyclists,
goodness.
yo-yoers, dancers, sneezy light people, and hypnotists.
So we can't trust anything that happens while she's climbing. She could
Exactly.
be hypnotizing us into thinking it was...
That's it. So Pamela already getting the top of the...
Wow, Pamela just flashed it. She just jumped right to the top hold from the bottom of the wall.
That's insane. Carl getting a very quick flash of this next white tape problem here. This is our white tape powerful problem. Able to get one hand, 2 hands, and that's another quick top from Carl. Carl's gunning for 4 flashes of this white tape circuit. I can see it. The next problem, though, is a little bit tricky, so we'll see. It's a coordinated problem that he has. Christian standing on these pinches, navigating his way through, taking the same route that Olivia and I believe Quinn took.
And it's Larry's turn to
deal
jump
with
onto the wall for the
whatever's
next
going
5
on
minutes.
problem 4. Christian has one hand on the finish hold.
Just got to get the feet sorted.
Yep. Gets his weight centered under the finish. That's 2
There it
hands, and that's a
is.
3rd top from Christian. I think he's going for 4 tops as well. And a top from Pamela as well. Nice. Very quick work from Pamela on that first problem.
So we are down to, is it just
It's
we still have
just Larry and
somebody's on number 2?
I think someone's on number 2. I could be wrong.
Oh no, number 2 was
Oh,
the
it's
white
Carl.
tape.
Yeah,
So
it's just Larry.
Larry.
We got 3 minutes of nothing but Larry.
Nothing but Larry, a new show coming to the Reach Network.
Nothing but Larry. The Larry Show. All right, he's running up.
Oh, is Christian's
I think Christian's
bumping up to the
trying
blue.
tape.
Yeah.
He already has 3 sends of the green tape circuit, so he's just giving the blue tape a try. We'll take a look. We'll keep our eyes on Christian, but we'll try and shift our focus onto Larry because Larry's in the round right now. Christian's just doing some extra climbing because why not do extra work? The Larry David Show, nice. The Chris Angel of climbing. Wow.
I believe that was for Pamela.
That was for Pamela, yeah. Sorry. Chris Angel was not a hypnotist, though. He was a magician.
He was a mind freak, is what he was.
He was a mind freak, yeah. He hypnotized me with his good looks and charm, so.
Oh.
Nothing says 2000s like watching Mind Freak.
No.
Yeah,
no,
hard rock
that's
music
right up there.
and some overbearing individual screaming at you and making direct eye contact with you through the TV.
And doing magic tricks that are obviously just edited.
Completely just staged. What a time to be alive. And I'm at home, 11 years old, being like, how did he do it?
Wow.
Wow, he's
He
floating.
really drove that car over that cliff.
That's insane. My bits don't work that well. We're doing the best. Larry, I think he's got the extra soft veloces on. Yes, we're talking about Larry's shoes now because this is the Larry Show.
We're getting inside baseball here, talking about the climbing shoes. I know Larry is a big proponent of the veloces.
He is, yeah. He's a big shoe. I don't know how to phrase this right. I was going to say he loves shoes, but he loves climbing shoes, and he loves to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of some of them, so we can talk about that with his last minute here. You need a pair of soft shoes for this climb, or soft shoes will be better. You have shoes that have hard rubber, and those would be good for sticking your foot onto the edge of, let's say, a medium-sized coin. That's a funny joke. Those of you who watch the Olympics will get that. But if you have a softer pair of shoes, those would be nice for smearing, which is what you need to do for this starting volume here. So the soft shoes. Larry, out of breath, taking a look at us.
This is a real cardio problem.
Yes, yeah. You're just running at the wall again and again and again.
Oh, so close. What a brutal start.
Yeah, Brad in the chat saying he has 3 pairs of shoes of Veloces with 3 different types of rubber on each.
Oh, wow.
And I imagine this will be the soft pair. Yeah, he's getting his laps in on this one, that's for sure.
Oh, you can actually see one of his other pairs of Veloces on the bench behind him.
Yeah, right over there. 10 seconds left. This will likely be his last attempt for Larry. He's trying to get his weight centered in that hold there. So close. 3, 2, 1. That'll be time for Larry. Really good circuit from Larry.
Brutal problem. Awesome circuit from Larry.
So close to that number 3. All right, and we go back to all of our climbers on the mats here. We welcome Hans. Hans has been doing these for, I want to say, close to 6 months now. He's been climbing at Reach for about a year. He's climbing the green tape circuit. And fun fact about him is he has been climbing for 1 year.
Redundant.
Yeah.
Redundancies on the form.
Hans loves getting straight to the point.
My name is Hans. I've been climbing for a year, and a fun fact about me is I've been climbing for a year.
Yeah. Did you know?
Hans, tell the folks at home, what's one thing you'd like them to know about you?
The one thing I want to know about Hans, how long has he been climbing for?
That's one thing I'm just not clear on.
Vlad on problem 4, top left corner. Garth on problem 3, bottom left. Linnea on the yellow holds problem 2, bottom right corner. And Hans, top right corner on white holds green tape, problem number 1. Nailing that run up start. Very casually getting out to that zone hold by the looks of it. He's just got to reach over to it. There it is. See if he can hop his foot over and down to that landing platform. There it is. Yep. Now he's going to shift his weight out to the right. And this is a very quick flash from Hans. We've seen quite a few tops of this so far, but still a great way to start a round.
It's a good way to start a round with a flash.
We got Vlad. He navigated around the corner.
Making his way around the corner on this blue tape on the top left.
Now we just got to figure out this jump. He has a crimp around the corner that I think he might be missing. He's just eyeing up this jump now. So now he's got to get his left foot up on a triangle. There it is. He's got to hop up and then stick his foot and his hand at the same time. It's a very challenging move in the blue tape circuit here, set by Piper.
Distance. Quite a ways up, that move. Yes!
So close. The hard part about this,
just a little low.
Yeah, the hard part about this jump is a lot of the times when you're jumping in this on these circuits, you're landing on a pretty big platform. In this case, your jump is landing on a very small, very sloping hold, so you have to be super accurate with your foot. Does that volume have the itty-bitty, tiny yellow foothold on it? Yes, it does. So top left corner, we have the world's smallest foothold. It is the size of a screw, because that is all you can fit in it is one screw. And that is your starting foot for this problem here. And yes, it is diabolical.
Brandon showed it to me as he was taking it off to the wall, and I cursed at him.
Yes, which is the right reaction. It's the appropriate reaction for sure. All right, Vlad taking another go at this problem number 4 here. Linnea starting off on problem number 2, the crimpy power problem, the test piece here. Very challenging, powerful problem. And Garth gearing up for another attempt on problem number 3, bottom left corner of your screen, trying to navigate through that pinch.
He's got his foot underneath
Vlad sticks the jump. Nicely done.
Wow!
Now he's just got to balance over that foot. The hold is facing the wrong way, but as long as he's putting weight through his feet, he's able to stick this finish hold. That's one hand. Opting out for a foot switch, getting his foot flagged out to the right.
Awesome.
And 2 hands, and that's our first send of that climb tonight.
Amazing work.
And that's 2 sends for Vlad tonight.
That is the first top of that climb, as you say. And a really great finish for Vlad's blue tape circuit.
That's
awesome
great, yeah.
work.
So we just need problem 1 and 2 for the blue tape
now,
circuit to go down. But yeah, problem 1 and 3. Sorry, 2 and 3 are the only 2 that
oh, I see. You were talking about something else.
I was talking about something completely different. Yeah.
You got to be careful what numbers you say to me.
Yeah. And talk about eggs as well.
I'll just start clicking buttons.
And if I mention anything about an egg,
I will lose my mind.
Just watch out. All right. It looks like we're about halfway through a running order, I would say. This is well over 30 people. This is a busy night tonight on Onsight night.
A full dance card this evening.
We love that.
as Linnea makes her way up.
So this is one of the crux moves. Crux meaning the hardest move of the problem that Linnea is on. You either go up with your left hand, which is a pretty big, powerful move, or you bump again with your right hand, which is a very technical footwork-based move. You kind of have this fork in the road that you can choose. Each way is hard, but it really depends on your skill set, what you want to do. Linnea going for the right foot up. She's going for the left hand again, but you cut feet, and you have to be able to reel that in. Garth going for one last attempt on this problem number 3, gets his right hand up, just rushing that move a little bit. But with, seconds left on the clock, I understand why he did that.
You'd wanna be rushing with under 10 seconds left. A pretty brutal problem, that green tape number 3.
Yeah, for sure.
It has been a big challenge for a lot of our climbers.
All right, time is up. We welcome our next climber on the mats. We've got Jason. Jason has been climbing for not as long as his kids. I've been coaching one of his kids this week at a training camp, so it's cool to see Jason climbing tonight. Jason climbing the green tape circuit. And fun fact about Jason, climbing has become his new addiction. It has almost replaced chocolate. That's interesting.
Oh.
I don't think I could ever replace chocolate.
Yeah, they're not things that you would often find to replace each other.
No, not at all. Maybe we go back to the 4.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah,
let's do that.
So Jason, top right corner of your screen, getting to the zone and hopping over. Nice, really good first go of that hop. Christian making progress on number 4. We keep our eyes on him as well. Oh, that's
Top
a top from
left
Jason.
is Christian.
Top left is Christian. Carl being the first to climb problem number 3 on the white tape circuit. This is a dynamic step up into a pretty generous hold, but facing the wrong way. And Christian just slipping down on that slab. Got Pamela on problem number 2, the big overhang problem, the steep overhang problem. Nice.
Oh,
Getting
well
one
done.
hand out. That's our zone hold there. Bring your right hand up to the next hold, which will be the second last hold of the problem. And this is awkward because your left hand is facing the wrong way now, so she might have to flip her left hand around or go straight out to her finish hold. She has a choice.
This is Pamela's
Straight up
flash
to the finish
attempt
hold?
as well.
My goodness. She can monkey bar over to the finish hold with 2 hands. She can finish.
Oh,
Nicely done.
what a recovery.
Fantastic work from Pamela.
That was amazing.
As we see Carl, he decided to stick his finger into a bolt hole by the looks of it. He's got his left middle finger into it. That's legal, totally allowed, and it gives you a little bit of purchase on that hold there too. He has one hand up to the finish hold. He needs to stand up, put all his weight into his right foot, and balance his way over to that finish to get his left hand up. This is probably the hardest move in the white tape circuit, so let's keep our eyes on Carl on the bottom left corner of the screen. His feet are not on great footholds. They're sloping, so you need a lot of tension down there. As he's trying to foot swap over so he can get his weight more to the right, so he can bring in his left hand. And that's control of the finish hold, and that's another top from Carl. Nice, 3
Awesome.
tops from him. Christian navigating his feet across the wall. Able to get his right foot down. Nice, able to get his left hand on the last crimp here. And if he gets this, I believe this will be all 4 tops. The first person to top all 4 climbs in the green tape circuit tonight. Which means he'll have to do blue.
It's one move away.
I don't think he knows that if he tops this, he's doing blue next month. That's one hand on the top for Christian. That's 2 hands. That's control. And
Amazing
that is all 4
work
tops
from
for Christian there.
4 tops. That means we're gonna have to do. So we're gonna have to bully Christian.
See you on the blue tape circuit, Christian.
That was an awesome circuit.
Yeah, fantastic work. All right,
Well,
we have
we've got
2
a
minutes of
minute
break.
and 50 seconds of break. One of us has to be right.
Yeah.
I made that mistake earlier, and I was lambasted.
Enough time to soft boil an egg, if you ask me.
You all know what eggs look like. Just pop in the fridge.
Yeah.
Have a look at one of those.
We can talk about our next climber. Our next climber is Sufyan. Sufyan took the setting clinic, and he is the only one who took the setting clinic and also chose to climb in the competition tonight. So that's cool. He set some of these problems, although I don't think he did set the very last problem in the black tape circuit that he'll be climbing on. So that's that slab that we've been seeing people like slip on that first move. So if you have ever wanted to see a setter work on their own climb that they set and get punished by their own climb that they set, we might see that in about 20, 30 minutes. Sweet revenge from everyone who
We do give the setters a lot of guff on this stream, so it'll be nice to see.
Well, we have it coming, you know. We we put up some really diabolical, evil things sometimes. So
Those are the only words sometimes to describe it. I think this last black tape problem comes to mind.
I think the whole black tape circuit comes to mind.
That's
to be
true.
honest. Yeah, there's so
Have
many.
have we seen any tops of the black tape circuit so
We
far?
have not.
I
We
don't
have
believe
not.
so. Yeah,
I think
that's-
if we're going to predictions, if we're going to see a top, it's either going to be problem number 1 or problem number 2. That's my prediction. But I've been proven wrong a lot. The furthest we've seen today has been problem number 3. I was not expecting that. That's a very hard problem.
Well, my fingers are firmly crossed that you are wrong,
Firmly crossed.
as they always are.
Some firmly crossed finger emojis in chat. Everybody, 2 seconds
Get them
left.
up there.
Welcome to the Matt Sufjan, and welcome to the Matt's the other 3 people. Who do we have? We have Garth, we have Linnea, we have
think
Hans
Hans,
on
yeah.
problem number 2. So Sufjan in the pink tank top with the sunglasses there. Hans brushing problem number 2, the red dino. Linnea getting started on the blue tape problem number 3. This is the volume wrestle here. And Garth on problem number 4, the slab that we just saw Christian do 5 minutes earlier. Sufjan has been climbing for 3 years. Fun fact about Sufjan is he cannot tie his shoelaces.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was using those. Oh, Linnea, sorry. We got to focus on Linnea here. It's like she's.
Linnea's made
Got
very quick
one
work
hand
of
on
this
the
blue
top.
tape. Oh, my goodness.
That is a flash from Linnea on the blue tape circuit. That's fantastic.
No problem.
Good work from Linnea. Wow. I was going to make a joke about not tying my shoes for the first 13 years of my life. True statement.
Oh, we
Garth.
just see Hans do that.
Hans did the dyno.
That move fully dynamically.
Garth being able to just transition his weight over on the first go. We have not seen a flash of this problem yet, I don't think. Oh, Hans sticking the move with one hand. Nice power scream from Hans as well. We love to hear it.
Awesome.
2 hands on the finish. Great job from Hans.
That was a great send.
And Garth making his way up, tiptoeing up this volume. Tiptoeing in his
this
Jordans,
is an
if you
impressive
will.
group.
That's a riff-raff. Nice.
This is an impressive group. That was 3
Fantastic.
very quick sends.
I'm over here making riff-raff jokes, and everyone's flashing problems.
No time
so
for jokes with
no
this
time for
crew.
riff-raff.
They're just flying up the wall too quick.
Yeah. Fantastic work from the 3
All
of them,
right,
and
let's-
now it's the Sufjan show. We get to see Sufjan working on this first blue holds problem here, black tape problem number 1, with 3 minutes left on the clock. Now, I keeping my eyes on him on the first attempt. He was able to get his hand over to the zone hold. He just barn doored out a little bit, so let's see if he can put a bit more weight into his feet, get rocked over. And I did lie. I think we have a second setter from the clinic. If I look at my notes, yes, we do. We have Ariane coming pretty soon afterwards. So we do have 2 setters from the clinic climbing in this competition tonight. Sufjan working on a foot switch, stabbing his left foot out, going into that splits. Navigating his hips around that red volume. Now let's see.
Lost
He
the
needs to get that
foot.
left foot a little bit further out to the left.
Looked like trying to reposition that foot,
Exactly, yeah.
and it just came right off the wall.
Chalking up, taking lots of rest. We'd love to see it. He's got 2 minutes left. That's plenty of time. All right. He gets started. He gets his left foot on a pretty nice foothold. Pretty generous for, compared to the footholds to come. Matching hands. Shifting his weight over his left foot. Just about able to reach it. I would not call that control of his own quite yet. You do need, I think, more of a hand on it and to use it for a little bit longer, and then we can give you the points for that. But that was
Very
the
close.
closest
As close
you
as
can
we've
get.
seen.
Oh, for sure.
I'd also just like to take a moment to plug Brandon's upcoming memoir, The Footholds to Come.
The footholds to come. It's about the steps you've not made.
Yes.
Oh, it's been a long week.
Well, Brandon, that's you just thinking about the footholds that we've
The
already
footholds.
climbed upon.
Exactly. I have to think about the
when
footholds
we should
to
be
come.
thinking about the footholds to come.
That's it. Don't think about the 14-hour days that you've done all week. Think about the 14-hour days that you need to do next week.
Exactly.
It's a good thing I like climbing. Step 1, keeping your hips in. Yes, if we can keep your hips in.
Just losing that foot again. That is such a brutal move.
It is. He's got enough time for one more attempt, so let's see. Let's see if he elects to take it or elects to take the rest. This commentary is so much better than the CBC commentary. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
It's
a low bar, but we
I was
appreciate
gonna say
it.
it's a low bar. I don't want to throw shade onto the CBC, but they're probably not listening, so that's okay. It's a low bar to cross. Yeah, the commentary this week has been a little bit lackluster, I would say, to say the least.
Yes.
Sufjan reaching out. He's got 4 seconds left, 3 seconds.
Oh!
He's got his fingertips on it. Just not control enough, but really, really good attempt. The closest
That's
we've
a
seen,
close
in
call
fact.
to control. He did seem like he had a hold of it with the foot on for a moment there. I
Yeah.
don't know. That would be an interesting one.
If Sufjan slipped me $5 and I was the judge, I would absolutely give it to him. But, $5 is all it takes for me. All right, next we welcome Owen. Oh, no, never mind, I lied. Next we welcome Jess.
And just like that, we
Yes.
say goodbye to Jess, who has flashed the first problem in a matter of seconds.
I've got my notes mixed up here.
Before Brandon could even get the fun fact out.
All right, well, Jess is
Wow.
standing there. Oh, my goodness.
Big
Jason
move.
flashing the problem. This is crazy. There's too much going on the mats right now for me to even... Okay, so Jess is still in the mats. She's about to try the green tape problem by the looks of it. Looks
Yes,
like
I think she decided that white tape was a little too
just
easy
a little bit too easy, and that's okay.
for her level.
Let me just get my notes back in order here. So we have this person, this person. Okay, I'm doing okay. Jess on the green tape problem, top right corner of your screen. Has been climbing for 4 months. She was climbing the white tape circuit, but now the green. And a fun fact about her, she's just returned from 4 months solo backpacking through Asia.
Wow.
That's really cool. Pamela on problem number 3, bottom left corner of your screen. She's had 2 tops on the white tape circuit so far. Carl on the last move of problem number 4 here. So both of these problems feature a bit of a dynamic step up.
This is the first time I think we've seen this white tape problem.
It is, yeah. Yeah. So I think shift your weight out to the right using the hold past the zone there, Carl's doing. Get the left foot set up, and then you want to go fast to that last hold. You can either go with your left or right hand. Carl electing for like a maybe more static method. Trying to reach past it, which is totally fine. Gets you a little bit more in the hands, a little bit more tension through the body.
There
But
it is.
able to pull it off, no problem. That's 4 tops for Carl.
And then there was one.
And then there is one. We have Pamela. Carl flashing 4 problems, winning a silver medal in unicycling 10K, a bronze medal in unicycling mountain biking. Is there anything he cannot do?
Can he sneeze on lights?
Is he a hypnotist? So many questions that we have yet to answer. All right, as we focus on Pamela. So we can talk about this third problem. It's a pretty interesting white tape climb here. You have to stand up very quickly, throw yourself into the wall, and bring your hands up and to the left. You can see the small stripe of zone tape on the big blue hold on the left side of your screen. If Pamela can get both of her hands up at the same time as she's standing up and into the wall, she'll be able to control the zone. I would say her feet are backwards, though. From the easiest method of getting this problem done, you do need your left foot up and your right foot down. It puts you in a bit of a smaller box, smaller position to launch out of for the jump. But when you stick the jump, you're balanced, so you avoid that barn door that we were talking about earlier on tonight.
And it looks like she's made that change.
Yep, figured it out.
Realize that's maybe a little more comfortable.
So now, people at home, if you are wanting to work on your dynamic movement, step 1, start away from the wall with your hips away from the wall, and then throw your hips and upper body into the wall, avoiding hitting your face into the wall. If you can use your hips on these dynamic movements, they make them quite a lot, not easier, but you're using momentum instead of strength to get you through these dynamic movements. And this is a
Trying
very good
something
example of a
else.
climb that like forces you to learn that over time. Pamela with 1 more
Yeah.
minute left.
Starting in that almost sitting position.
Yes, exactly. So
And
like
then-
sitting back and away from the wall, and then just like throwing yourself in and up at once.
Best way to generate enough momentum.
Look at that. You get to watch climbing, and you get free coaching
Yeah.
right there.
Who else is offering this?
Yeah, CBC.
Oh, look at this. Pamela trying something
Oh, new beta
completely
for Pamela.
different.
Matching the right hand hold, getting a foot out to her volume.
Mm.
That could work. You could stand up really quickly, bring your left hand up, and maybe catch a toe hook. 20 seconds left. This will likely be one of her last attempts on this problem here. So let's cheer on Pamela in the chat.
Goes
That
back to the
looked
right
like,
foot.
like the best one yet. She got both her hands up. She threw towards the hold. She just needs to stand up a little bit, get a little bit closer into the wall using her hips. With 7 seconds left, this will likely be her last attempt. Let's go, Pamela. Very, very
Oh.
close. And great work from her.
A great round from all of our climbers there. And we welcome back
All
Linnea
right.
and
We
Hans.
welcome Owen to the mats. For real this time. I mean it. Owen has been climbing for a month. And we saw him last month get
1
through-
month he's doing the green tape?
He is, yeah.
Good heavens.
Yeah, he tries very hard in the gym. He puts a lot of work into projecting, and he's flashing green tape problems because of it. So, fun fact about Owen, this is his second comp. Like I was saying, we saw him last month at his first comp. He had an amazing round, so let's see what he can do tonight. Linnea on problem number 4, navigating through the corner. Just needs to match her hands on the small crimp. Hans starting us off on problem number 3. And Sufyan working on problem number 2. Owen, that's a flash for Owen right there. Nice.
Awesome. 1 month climbing. No
Linnea
problem.
Gearing up for this jump. Gets her right hand up. Just needs to get that right foot along with the right hand. She knows
Has
what
the
to do
reach for
now.
sure. Got the hand right up there.
Tons of progress on that first attempt, though. All right, we've got Sufyan. He's making the match, getting his left foot out. I think he needs to bring his hand out to that pinch first before he gets his feet out. Just recognizing that.
Oh, wow.
Holds the
What a
tension, holds
save.
the pinch. Gets his left foot out. This might be the first time we see this move getting done. Bottom right corner of your screen. Let's pay attention to what Sufyan's doing here.
Yes.
Nice. He's got his left hand out. Okay, now we can start talking about the last bit of this problem. There's a really bad hold shaped like a bigger egg. He needs to get his left hand on that hold, and he's going to take a giant leap out to a massive jug. The jug is good, but the distance that he has to travel is huge. So let's see. He's got to jump, stick it with his right hand. He's just gearing up for it. He sees it. Come on, Sufyan, let's go. Oh, he elects to go for the wrong hand.
Goes with the left.
Yeah, I think you need the right hand up there. It's going to keep you in balance.
It's a lot of work to get into that position.
Tons of work.
Be so gassed
Yeah.
for a big jump at
He
that
has lots
point.
of time to rest. Maybe he tries it again with like a minute left. I would take 2 minutes of break off that. And yep, he's hearing me. He's sitting down. He's not actually hearing me. He's on the other side of the gym.
Yeah.
But
He's having the same thoughts. Linnea making progress as well on this blue tape. A little closer every time with those jump attempts. And here goes Hans. Working his way across this big pinch. Oh, just lost it.
very good work from Hans. Getting a feel from the pinch.
Oh, yes. Linnea dropping down into almost a full split there
Nice work.
to get across around the corner.
Linnea, great on crimps. Able to make that match look very easy. It is not an easy match that she just
That
did
is
there.
a brutal match.
Yeah. Needs to work back and away from the wall like I was explaining earlier. Oh, so close. It's a really hard jump because you need to aim the foot, but you can't look at it because if you look at it, your hips are too far back.
No, exactly. She's got the height. It's just that foot needs to find a little tiny bit more accuracy with the
We
foot,
see
and I think she'll have it.
Progress from Sufyan, from Hans. Let's see if Sufyan can work out this jump
Sufyan's
here.
Back into the dyno position. Goes
he
with the
gets his
right
right-
hand this time,
yeah,
but
he
didn't
needs-
switch to the left.
Yes, exactly. He needs his left hand on the egg and his right hand up to the jug.
Yes, his left hand on the egg.
I'm glad you caught that on the second time. Hans making the reach out to the last hold, finishing. That's 3 tops
Three
for Hans.
tops for Hans. He's on track for some bullying himself.
Exactly.
Here goes Linnea.
That's the thing.
with
We
a
only
minute
bully
15.
people's successes.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we wish we were them, Strictly out of jealousy. All right, Linnea gearing up for this jump here again. Needs to get back and away from the wall. Needs to launch herself towards that yellow hold and just expect that right foot to stick.
Yes.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
She got
that
it, but
was
she
so
didn't jump
close.
off that left foot. If she gets a bit of airtime, bit of height, then she'll stick that jump no problem.
Look at the clock. There is time.
Yeah, this would be last attempt for Sufyan, likely. Last attempt for Linnea as well. Let's cheer these climbers on the chat. 35 seconds to go. We got Tyler coming in on the right-hand side here with some dessert. Oh, Tyler, spelled with an O. Bringing some snacks for us. Sufyan gearing up for this last move. He needs to get his left hand where his right hand is so he can make that jump happen. Oh, he got his right hand on the jug, and Linnea just gearing up for that
close.
jump. Oh, she's going to rush
15 seconds.
this.
Linnea is going back.
There's so much happening. I can't even talk fast enough for this. I'm trying my best.
She wants the zone. Going to have to rush into position.
5 seconds
5
left.
seconds. Let's
4
go,
seconds
Linnea.
left. Come on, Linnea. She's got this. Get her foot up and just go. And that's going to be time. Unfortunate.
An awesome circuit from Linnea.
Yeah, really,
Incredible
really well done.
climbing. And you love to see it going right down to the last second. Not an ounce of quit in her.
Not at all. All right, we welcome our next climber to the mats. It's Mac. Mac's been climbing for 4 months. Mac will be climbing the white tape circuit. Fun fact about Mac, I've been to the top of Everest. That's
What?
I stopped Danny, and clearly, she has, because she's flashing the red climb on first go within like 30 seconds of
Amazing.
starting. So
Very good.
yeah,
Well, yeah. Well, top of Everest is a far sight from from this, but that froze me in my tracks. I wasn't expecting that to be the fun fact. We're also being handed. Oh, how does this work? We stab these donuts?
Yes.
Wow.
Cheesecake.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm gonna wait to eat mine while Brandon has eaten his, and it has completely incapacitated him as far as commentary goes. Brandon, I have a lot of questions for you that I think you should answer right now.
okay.
I take it back. Get away. Okay, we have Pamela working on the white tape circuit in the top left of your screen. And it looks like our Everest climber has decided to try out the green tapes after flashing that white tape in 30 seconds.
Well, if you're climbing Everest, then you need the volume, right? You need as many climbs as possible just to
Exactly.
get that training for Everest.
Exactly. Got to get that endurance going.
That's it. I'm back, everyone. I ate.
And now
what-
I'm going to go away for
yeah,
a moment.
Danny's gone. I ate what appeared to be a small, warm donut with a chocolate glaze. It was fantastic. It brought me new life. I'm a new person. I'm in my prime. Okay, Pamela on problem number 4, making her way across the traverse. Needs to get her right hand out to the right side, gearing up for one last dynamic move. If she can get her left foot up. We've got Jess on problem 2. There's just a big dyno to two opposing red holds.
Brad says, love Pamela's controlled break.
Oh yeah, Brad, the
Awesome
setter of this
stuff.
climb. Brad in the chat. Brad watching his climb go down right now. Let's see. Pamela needs to get her left foot up. If she can get her left foot up, she'll have a better stance.
Oh.
Ah, so close, so close. And that's a lot of time on one climb, right? And that can be quite exhausting. But fortunately, she has enough time to break.
We're at 4 and 2 now, I think.
It's just 4 and 2. Jess gearing up for that dyno. Same thing with the dynos I've been explaining tonight. You do need to throw yourself into the wall. So in order to do that, you need to start back and throw yourself in. As we're hearing, the Cars, just what I needed, playing on the speakers here.
And you never know which songs Brandon's going to call out.
Oh, yeah. And just what Pamela and Jess needed was a little bit of rest. And we'll see what they can do with it.
I see, that's why.
That's why, yeah. If I can make a pun out of the song, I will reference it. If not,
In his quest for the perfect segue.
all right, Pamela getting on the climb again. So this was intended to be a coordinated move around the corner where you have to throw your foot out. And yeah, Pamela doing just exactly that. Throw your foot out and land into the side pole.
Jess is trying to do this move the way Hans did it, as a full jump, cutting feet.
Yeah, so that's what it was intended for this move too. On Jess's climb, this was set by Michelle as the electric boulder, which means powerful and coordinated.
We've seen a lot of climbers do it keeping the right foot on.
Yes.
And she's going with 2 hands to the right one. I think she'll find it a little easier if she uses that left hand.
For sure.
On the left hold.
And we can say keeping the right foot down is a height thing, but I think it's a tension thing. Because you can keep your right feet down and reach out, but if you don't have the body tension to control those feet, you're just going to swing out from that those 2 holds there. So Pamela getting to that second last hold again, reaching out, securing it. Just needs to work on standing up out of her right foot and bring her left foot up to a pretty small foothold that's attached to where her left hand is, attached to the hold her left hand is on. Electing to go for a little bit of a break. It's a very scrunchy, tenuous position that she's in. 10 seconds left for both of them. This will likely be last attempt for Pamela.
Pamela.
She comes down. She's okay on the mats. Big fall.
There's a smile.
There we go. Cool. 2
seconds.
1, and that's time. Fantastic work from Pamela over there.
An awesome circuit from Pamela.
All right. And we welcome our next climber on the mats. We have Ariane. Ariane, another one of our setters from the setting clinic this week. She currently lives in Toronto, but from Quebec. She has been climbing, does not say. She'll be doing the black. She'll be doing the black tape circuit tonight. And fun fact about her. Can you read this?
She's a professional route setter.
Route setter. Okay. I know that word.
Brandon is. I'm teaching Brandon to read.
What's a route setter? Ariane is a professional route setter. I could be fact checked on this, but some of her credentials include last year's Youth Boulder Nationals. I believe she's set for some CEC comps, definitely some comps in Quebec as well. I think she's set for some OCF comps too in Ontario. So
awesome.
Very, very experienced route setter, getting on some very, very tricky climbs tonight. Hans on problem number 4, top left corner of your screen. We've got Owen sticking the dyno. Bottom
Owen
right
with
corner of your
one
screen.
big move in the bottom right,
Yep.
left to go.
Just has to take a big
Gearing
swing
up.
out.
Oh, so close.
for
Got
Owen.
the hand
So
on it.
close.
Got the hand on it. That means he can do it.
Yep. Ariane
Hans.
getting electing for the splits beta. Just needs to work her hips around this volume here.
Oh,
Close,
trying to
close.
go dynamically.
I think her left foot needs to be a little bit further on that blue hold there, just in order to get that rock over.
Hans with the right foot up high, trying
Hans.
to feel the right way to do this. Oh, I think
And
he's
I caught a
found it.
glimpse of his face when he looked over at the desk here, and it did not look relaxed.
Looking a lot more relaxed now with that foot lower.
I'm no great judge of body language, but I would say stressed was the expression I read. But he's making it look
He
super
has figured
easy.
it out, though, and now he's cruising through this next section.
I think this means he's the second person to get all 4 tops of the green tape circuit.
I
Let's not
believe
speak
you're
too
right.
Easily, but now let's
That
speak
is a
too quickly.
top.
But now let's speak about it.
We're going to have
Hans.
to bully Hans, and it's time for him to do the blue tape circuit at the
Hans
next
getting on the blue
Onsight.
tape next month.
All 4 tops, an awesome circuit from Hans. And we turn our attention to Owen, who is back in position for this last dyno to the top.
Yep, just has to punch up with his hips.
This is in the bottom right of your screen.
Close.
This is what we were talking about earlier, that where you kind of second guess if you're in the right position and you try this and that, and the whole time you're up there trying something, your just arms are going and going and going until there's nothing left for the big move.
Yep. Somehow I have another information sheet from Ariane, and it says here that she's been climbing for over 10 years. So I just wanted to throw that fact in there as well.
Oh,
She
great.
filled out 2 info slips. So
One of them was lost, another one was filled in, and then the original one was recovered.
there we go. 10 years. And route setter, I gotta say the handwriting, I could read that first go.
Oh, Owen, what a move.
Oh, and so close.
Wow.
Ariane standing up on the big volume, the big blue volume. I haven't seen anyone get that high on the volume. Most people elect to go down super low and get into the hips. Oh, so
Ooh.
close, Marianne. She's got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Just hyping herself up. Sufyan on problem number 3 here. The heel catch rock over.
Now, this is the one we saw Larry make really good progress on.
Yeah, totally.
but
He
we
understands the
haven't
move. He gets
seen-
what to do. And we got Owen taking the jump up again. Let's see him. He's got to throw his hips into the wall.
Oh,
so
so
close.
close. He's got 1 minute and 15 seconds left. He gets into position pretty quickly, so I think he's going to take a little rest here. Oh, I stand corrected.
Nope, he's going straight back into it. Owen being a younger climber, he's got tons of energy. He can probably do this thing 16 times in a row and be okay. Oh, Ariane.
Oh, interesting.
Electing for some high feet beta. That's cool.
Oh.
We haven't seen that happen yet.
With the heel.
A high heel hook. Into a match. Oh.
That's an exciting idea.
That's cool. Being a route setter, you have the ability to think of like a million different ways to climb a boulder. It really does open your mind up, open your eyes up to new creative solutions to boulder problems.
30 seconds on the clock. Owen going back up. No problem with this first part of the boulder. Cruising through the zone.
Yep.
Knows what he has to do at the top.
Come on, Owen, you got this.
Oh.
So close, so close. So close for Ariane as well. 10 seconds left. Maybe they'll throw in one more attempt. Ariane throwing in the towel.
Owen's getting back on.
Owen's getting back
7
on.
seconds.
He's doing laps
He's
on this
gonna
thing.
have
He's
to-
got it. Come on. 3 seconds left. That's enough time for Owen. Have a good night, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
All right. Next up, we have Andrew. Andrew.
Andrew.
You have to say his name with 7 A's, otherwise you're not saying it right. Andrew's been climbing for 7 months. He's climbing the blue tape circuit tonight. Fun fact about Andrew, he does not like climbing. Interesting. I don't know what he's doing here. I wish him the best. That's good. None of us like climbing here, so that's all right. Matt getting a quick top, problem number 2, bottom right corner of your screen. Danny going in for round 2 on the Mr. Puffs. Tyler offering it to me, but if we both ate it, there'd be no commentary. It would just be the sound of us sloshing Mr. Puffs around in our mouths. He can wait. He can wait. I'll grab mine in a second as soon as Danny's done his 27 bites.
Really curtails my enjoyment of the donut when I'm motoring to get through it as fast as possible so that Brandon can have one.
Yeah, eating becomes a utility at this point and not for enjoyment. Jason on the slab, problem number 4, top left corner of your screen. Gets to the crimp, works his feet up.
Awesome progress.
Looks like he's eyeing up. It gets his feet up one more time to go to the finish hold. 1 foot on. 2
That
hands
is a
on.
top
That's
for
it. That's a
Jason.
top from Jason. And I think all 4 tops as well from Jason.
I think so.
Just got to bully him
I
onto the
think
next
so.
circuit.
Jason's going to be bullied
That's it.
into the blue tapes. All right, you're safe to have a donut.
All right, it's donut time for me. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Big thanks to Tyler for the donuts.
Do the Olympic commentators do this?
Okay. Who's left on the wall? I believe we're looking at problems 1 and problem 3. Jess having a good long look at this white tape with the blue holds that we talked about so much earlier, with getting your hips out into that sitting position and generating enough momentum to get up into that big upside down hold. Oh, trying to do it statically with a foot on the volume. And it might, she's got the fingers. Oh, wow, that was exciting. I think that might go. If she can get that right foot to stay on the volume, maybe a little bit higher up.
I'm
She
back.
got her
I took my time on
fingertips
that
to
one.
it. There's a move to the top. Oh, but not quite. Not quite getting a grip on that top hold. On the left side of your screen. Did we introduce the new climber?
We did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Andrew. He
Andrew.
doesn't like
Andrew.
climbing. He hates
Andrew.
climbing. Yeah.
Yes.
Andrew.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see if Jess can get this stand-up move.
Jess has to stand up into this egg-shaped hold.
So same thing, rock back and away from the wall and then throw yourself in. And as you're going in, you'll use momentum, and that hold will seem a little bit closer.
Jess has been trying her own kind of beta here with the right foot working high up the volume.
Let's see if Andrew can be the first person to top this climb on the blue tape circuit here. He's swapping his feet out.
Oh,
That's a
going
cool
with two
method.
hands to the top and
Yeah.
flagging the right foot out on the wall.
It's a little bit harder to do it that way just because you are falling back and away from the wall and the foot is pushing you away in the
I
wrong
was going to say
direction.
something tells me that foothold is not the ideal foothold to be
Yeah,
going
let's
up
talk
that
about that
dynamically
foothold.
on.
That foothold is at a 45-degree angle, like sloping downwards, and it's facing you. So it's pushing you to the left, and you need to throw yourself over it and then jump off of it.
He's gone back to the right foot on that foothold.
Yep. So he's got to rock his hips up, palm down with his left hand, reach his right hand up to the finish hold, and do that all in one big coordinated jump. Nice. Going for the two hands again.
Two hands. Now what we want to see is that left hand hitting that that trapezoid.
The trapezoid, the
black
egg-shaped
hole
trapezoid.
underneath it.
Right
The
there,
egg-shaped
yeah.
trapezoid.
Exactly.
We want to see the left hand hitting that and pressing into it
Yeah.
to stop the swing off the wall.
Yeah, it creates enough tension that it stops you from barn dooring out in either direction. It's a pretty neat move, and I hope to see it go tonight.
I don't think we've seen anybody try that top move with the press.
We saw a few in the beginning.
Did we in the
Yeah,
beginning?
Yeah. I forget who now because it was 7.5 years ago, but it definitely did happen. All right, with a couple
the
of
foot
seconds
goes
left,
on
that'll
that
be
one.
Andrew's last attempt. He's got 3 more problems left, though. We'll see him in 5 minutes. We welcome our next climber to the mats. It's Christelle. Christelle has been climbing for 8 years. She'll be 8-ish years. She'll be climbing the blue tape circuit tonight. Fun fact about her, she can do a backflip.
Oh,
That's
we're
exciting.
going to have to get her to do that.
Yeah. So now we're entering the part of the night where the Reach Adult team is climbing. Christelle being a member of the Reach Adult team that I coach. Yeah, I don't know how to finish that sentence. We're a great team of people. We're a great group of people. We all climb together. We do a lot of competitions.
That's awesome. How does one become a member of the Reach Adult team?
Just ask me.
You just
You
ask
know, you
Brandon?
find me in the gym and you say, "Hey, Brandon, get me in," and I'll be like, "Sure."
There you
You're
go.
in. You start.
You
start
heard it here,
Friday.
folks. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness. Look at Ariane.
Getting the press. Nice. Fully spanned out.
Wow.
Palm to palm. That was crazy.
Got the hand onto it.
Opting for the press beta, she can go down to the lower circle. I'm not going to say A anymore. Lower circle with her left hand and use that to span a shorter distance. But I think she's got that. And now we see Sufyan. He's on his own boulder. He set this boulder, so he knows what he needs to do. It's just a matter of doing it.
Oh, he's found that starting position.
Nice.
Oh, just
able to
lost
get a
it.
hand up, but that's the thing. As soon as you feel comfortable on that boulder, you are off the boulder. It is a boulder designed to make you uncomfortable. uncomfortable.
And you say he set this boulder himself.
He did, yeah.
So this is the fella to blame.
Exactly. He has no one to blame but himself for this. He could have just put like a massive jug and a massive foothold, but A, I wouldn't have let him because it wouldn't have been appropriate for the circuit. But B, more importantly, he didn't. All right, Sufyan getting very quickly back into that position there. I think the best way to do this, is match your feet on a pretty small foothold and get your right foot all the way around the corner to an even smaller foothold.
Match the feet on that. Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
exactly.
Wow.
Christelle starting us off.
You know, you work on that first move for 5 minutes, and then you'd think when you get it that you'll be able to do the next move. But the next move is just as bad.
Exactly.
It's just as low percentage.
He'd like to say that the problem gets easier, but
Yes,
But he
he'd love
can't.
to say that, I'm sure, at this moment.
Ariane opting for a second beta. So this is
Oh!
matching a small pinch, rocking over a large foothold. That's another way to do it. That was method 2. Method 3 that we haven't seen yet is bringing a left palm down to the circle. Sufyan making great progress.
Christelle skipping that bad foot.
Yeah. I think she'll need to use it. I could be very wrong. Oh, Sufyan. Using a hold that's not necessarily in sequence, being able to reach past it. See if he can get his hand out.
Oh.
That was the closest we've seen to a zone on that problem. Very good work from him. All of our athletes, all of our climbers, take in a moment to rest, to break, to look at the problem a little bit more. Maybe suss out some new beta. Was this Jason Derulo that's playing? No, this is
I'm
not
afraid
Jason
I couldn't
Derulo.
tell you. I think if it was Jason Derulo, wouldn't we have heard his name by now?
Absolutely.
Doesn't he do that at
yes.
the beginning?
Yeah. I like
Jason
musicians.
Derulo.
Yeah, I love musicians that let you know, you know? It's like, who plays this? Who sings this song?
Convict.
Oh, good rock over from Marianne.
Oh,
Able
yes.
to stick the crimp. Oh, so close.
That
so
looked
close.
so strong right until she came off the wall. I wonder what happened there.
It's a huge move. The crimp is not as in cut as you want it to be, so if you're falling away from the wall, it's very hard to catch yourself.
That right. She looked really solid on that climb. I thought she had it.
Yeah, very well done. All right, Soufiane pulling on for probably a last couple of attempts.
He's got that first move dialed in.
Yeah, definitely. He's able to get his
Certainly
right
in a
foot
way
out
that
to
we
the
haven't seen.
small foothold. Oh, another hand on his own, but just not long enough for control.
30 seconds on the clock. Christelle still opting to skip that bad foot.
Yep.
Ariane
Let's go.
moving
Come on.
very quickly through this.
I want to see this get done. Come on, Ariane. You got this. Oh, so close, but with great effort. That was a sick attempt. All right, Christelle, last go there. Opting for the rest. Soufiane, maybe one more go, just for old time's sake. And that's going to be time there as he takes a nice snap on the mats. All right, our next climber is going to be Toby. Toby, they wrote, again, I think they wrote this every single time, but years you've been climbing, it's complicated. They're going to be on the green tape problems tonight, and fun fact about them, they have spent an unreasonable amount of time this summer, in quotation marks, training to get better at a card game called Spot It. That's great. I love Spot It. I think there's a lot of like yelling and I think there's a lot of yelling involved in that game, so I'm always a fan of that. Yelling and cutting people off. It's my two specialties in card games. All right, so Toby's on problem number 1, Andrew on problem number 2, Mac on number 3, and Jess on problem number 4, top left corner of your screen. Toby just need to work on this run-up problem here. It's the hold is pretty high up above your head, so you do need to take a good run at it. Oh, they're opting out for a different beta, maybe a face-out beta of standing up into the hold. Oh, back into the run-up.
Opting back again.
Jess on the last move, problem number 4 here, top left corner of your screen. Trying to get the left foot set up on the last hold.
Oh,
reaching,
so
getting
close.
a hand on the hold, but just missing out on the
left
good
foot
spot
seems
there.
to be a problem for our athletes on that final white
It's
climb.
a very scrunched
Not
position.
sure
very
where to put that left foot.
Yes, yeah. If you didn't like the first move of problem number 3, you're likely not going to like this last move of problem number 4 in the white tape circuit. Toby making that transition out to the right, look pretty casual. One hand on the finish, 2 hands. Nicely done. Very good work from Toby. That's one problem down. Andrew getting some progress done on the problem number 2, bottom right corner of your screen. We have not seen a top of this yet. It's very physically demanding. Small holds, lots of cutting feet. Maybe some shouting. I don't know.
Andrew doing the beta dance in the bottom right. We'd
Matt
love
just
to see
sussing out
that.
their beta. Jess getting very quickly back into that last move, the last position here. Reaching out to the last jug with the right hand, getting the left foot, hopefully setting that up on the small crimp.
Jess
Nice.
back into
Just
this.
needing to navigate her hips around
One
to the left.
move from the top.
That's one hand on the last
gets
hold.
the
Oh,
hand
so
free.
close. 2 minutes left, though. That's enough time. Oh, Andrew getting to that last volume. Every single time he gets on the wall, he makes one hold more progress. So, by my calculations, 2 more attempts and he's there. Let's go, Mac.
All right. Jess making her way across this traverse at the beginning.
Making that transition around the corner look pretty casual. Like lots of weight in her feet. Her left foot is not on a good foothold.
That was really smooth climbing.
Yeah. So one of the cool things about these boulder comps too is once you learn a move, oftentimes you're able to repeat it
looking
pretty
at
casually.
going straight for the top.
Just trying to reach up to that top there. Close from Andrew.
Oh,
With
decides
1
to
minute
go
left, he
back
probably
the
has one
old
more
beta.
attempt. Jess on the last
Going
move
with
here.
the right hand
One hand
first.
confidently, so
just
close from
lost it.
Jess.
46 seconds left.
She's got enough
Gonna
time
have
for
to
one more
move
try.
quickly.
The crowd cheering her on.
Coming
Got
to
some
30
sick
seconds.
dubstep playing just to hype people up. All the womp womp womps and the burns are
Takes me
echoing
back
through the gym.
to 2010.
Got a Monster Energy can in my hand and gaming headset on, and I'm fragging some noobs in Call of Duty.
Back to this position. Jess with the heel hook. Up
Oh,
goes the
opting
left
for a
hand.
heel hook. So
Oh,
close from
so
Jess.
close.
That might be the last attempt with 5 seconds.
Awesome.
I haven't used the
going
word
right
frag
down to the
or
buzzer.
noob
I
in-
know. I was having flashbacks
In
that
a
whole
fortnight,
time.
if you will. All right, next up on the mat, we have Finley. She's been climbing for 5 years. That's a... I'm sorry, I'm reading the fun fact here. She'll be climbing the green tape circuit. I always read the fun fact first to try and prep myself for it because I know it's going to be extra funny when it is. Fun fact about Finley. She's really whimsical.
Really whimsical.
I like to think I am too.
Yeah.
I'm the Willy
Whims-
Wonka of the climbing industry.
That's for sure. That's kind of a perfect analogy.
All I am is just whimsy.
And you go around turning people into blueberries.
Exactly. Finley making very quick work of this problem number 1. I believe that was a flash. And a whimsical
that
flash.
was
if
no
you will.
problem for Findlay. But yeah, we all learned valuable life lessons by climbing Brandon's climbs.
As they all did in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Is
Yeah,
that the reference?
exactly.
Okay, I
yeah.
see. I see.
Because some of us learn,
Yeah.
that we're trash, and we end up like turned into a blueberry or something.
Exactly.
And some of us learn, a valuable lesson.
I also have an army of small orange men.
Yes.
That I,
Well, I
get
wasn't
to do my biddings.
gonna mention that.
All right, Christelle on problem number 2, the long technical power boulder. Ariane on problem number 3, the heel catch. And Owen on problem number 4, the slab on the top left corner. And we see Finley pulling back on for the blue tape circuit. Just having some bonus attempts there. Ariane just sussing out the beta.
Ariane trying a lot of different things with the feet. I like the. Oh, it looks like she's thinking about it as a paddle.
Yeah. I think it can go as paddle. Very tricky, but can go as paddle. Owen able to make the transition out to the right. Gets his left hand up on the crimp. See if he can bring his left foot up. Owen's been making really good work
Owen
with these
has
problems.
had an awesome green tape circuit. Wow, not even going to get the
Fantastic.
feet up.
Yeah, from super low.
What a great circuit for Owen.
Second comp ever.
Second comp ever, 1 month climbing,
Yeah.
just out there crushing the wall. Awesome stuff from Owen.
Jeez, what's my excuse,
Well, we have to sit here.
Oh, true. Yeah. I have to comment. I have to.
I'd love to climb
I'm
the competition,
contractually
but
ob-
unfortunately, I
obligated to
have to
not-
sit here
yeah.
and talk about the people
Exactly. Yeah. I would love nothing more than to get on those men.
who are. Oh, well, too bad.
Whoops. We turn our attention to Ariane on
Oh,
problem number
wow.
3, going for some massive dinos across the wall. That's sick. That's
Using
really cool.
the top of that hold to just go flying for the second last hold. That's awesome. 2 minutes left. She's going to try it
all
again.
the way out to the second hole too, skipping the first one. The dino just gets bigger and bigger as the attempts go on. That's really cool. Next attempt, first hold to finish. Christelle looking at the crimps on problem number 2. Finley sussing out problem number 1 for the blue tape circuit. It's a
Yeah,
quick
Findley,
flip.
Findley, I think, finished that green tape problem very quickly and
Yeah.
thought about trying the blue tape.
Might as well. Why not? Got a minute left for our climbers. Christelle pulls on for what might likely be her last attempt. Massive dyno again from Ariane.
Christelle has taken a nice long rest and given this a good long look.
Able to get her hand out to the crimp. Hard crimp to control, though. Really small.
Coming up to 30 seconds. Ariane trying something other than the dyno there.
.20 seconds left. Ooh, going for a cross beta instead to what was intended to be a foothold, but, you can use the feet holds as hand holds if you want. Got 10 seconds left. These will be your last attempts for athletes. 2, and that's going to be time.
Awesome work.
Good work.
Everybody up there giving it their all right down to the last second.
All right, we welcome Tommy onto the mats. Tommy has been climbing for a year at Reach Indoor Climbing. He'll be climbing the blue tape circuit, another member of the Reach Adult team. And fun fact about him, these are his most colorful pants. So if you're wondering, which I was as soon as he stepped on, I was like, gee, Tommy, those pants look colorful. Got any more?
Doesn't get any more colorful than those pants.
The answer is no. That's it. All the whimsy that Findley has, Tommy does not. All right, Toby on problem 2, the dyno, bottom right corner of your screen. Andrew on problem 3, yellow holds, bottom left corner. And Mac on problem 4, top left corner of your screen. Andrew making some really quick work of these this volume wrestle here. He has to flip his left hand, and he's going to turn that into a press, which will get him over his right foot. Ooh. Yeah, he missed the press there. So I think if you flip your left hand and you push yourself over your right foot, it makes that move just a little less spanny.
The top of that volume is pretty sloped downward. It might not, it's not an obvious, I'll use that to press on necessarily.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tommy's on the blue. I think Tommy was on the green tapes last time and,
I think so,
and topped everything, and I think he was bullied into the blue tapes.
He was
now.
bullied. I mean, to his credit, he was recovering from a finger injury, so we put him on the green tapes. But finger injury's done, Tommy. Blue tape time. All right, Andrew, let's see if you can navigate through that flip. He just has to flip his left hand. But he's got his eyes focused on that last hold.
Once
that happens
once you drop that low, it can be really hard to
recover from that for sure. Mac on the last move of this problem number 4.
Looking for a place for that left foot, as we've seen so many people do at this point.
Now it's either a quick step up, or we go slowly and controlled with the right hand. 2 different ways of doing that last move there. It's always crazy. Some rotations we get like 4 people flashing a boulder, and I talk as fast as I humanly possibly can.
And sometimes everyone's almost taking turns as if they know that we're commentating.
Yeah, they're doing it.
And they're waiting for us.
And we appreciate them for that.
We do. When you're in a competition, try to think about the commentators.
Exactly.
And how difficult you're making it for them when you climb all at the same time.
I know I'm trying to send this problem, but what is it going to look like on stream?
It's a major consideration. Now, this is Andrew's trying a
he's
totally
going
different
super
beta.
high on that volume. Yeah, opting out for it. It is a big wrestle on those volumes there. They're all facing the wrong way, of course. Why wouldn't they be?
You should change them. You should swap them around.
I know. I'm busy. I've got so much to do, right? There's like Mr. Puffs. I need to eat. There's
Look, I put them on the wrong way. I was going to fix it. I never did.
Yeah.
That's route setting, baby.
Nobody ever thinks about my time, you know? Nice. Toby sticking the dyno. Able to stick
awesome.
2 hands. Yep. Let's see if they can get their right foot out to the side. Now it's going to be a big, another dyno, another big thrutchy move up with the right hand. Nice,
Oh,
nice.
so close.
They threw their hips into it though. Like a lot of people were just like reaching out for the last hold, but that was like a full-on, like all committed jump. So fantastic work from Toby.
Awesome to see the progress. Toby working and working on that first dyno.
Yep.
Finding the movement, sticking it.
Toby, another member of the Reach adult team. I think I already said that, but if I didn't, now I for sure said it. Andrew has his hand flipped in the right position, but he's not pushing off of that volume. Good learning from Andrew. He was able to get his hand flipped, but he needs a bit of a press. Mac, likely the last attempt for Mac here.
40 seconds on
Let's
the
see
clock.
if she can get that left foot settled onto the crimp.
Oh.
Opting out, hands burning. Maybe time for a quick rest and then one more go. Toby sticking the dyno again. I spoke
too
just
soon.
a little too soon. That was my bad.
It looked good. Looked really good.
Yep. All right, like
Andrew
the last attempt for
trying
Andrew.
something. Yes.
He's able to press. He's got a hand on the finish hold. Let's see if he can shift his hips out to the side. He's so close.
No!
Oh
just
my
lost the
goodness.
hand. Wow.
Ah,
So close. Mac
heartbreaking finish
with
for Andrew.
7 seconds
4
left.
seconds left. 3 seconds. Oh, 4 seconds now. 3 seconds. And that's time
Our
for Mac.
clocks are ever so slightly out of sync.
All right. Next up on the mats is going to be Feronia. Feronia has been climbing for year-ish. She'll be climbing the blue tape circuit. Fun fact about Feronia. What? Oh, moose are my favorite.
Brandon unable to withhold his judgment.
I was just so offended by this fun fact.
What?
That's a great effect. Well, once you hear it, you'll know why. Moose are my favorite animal. The plural is meese. What does that last word say?
Boys? It looks like, obs.
Obs.
Obviously abbreviated to obs.
Okay, my goodness, I butchered that. Hey, Feronia, welcome to the mats.
Welcome to the match. Maybe next time type up your card for Brandon.
That's it, yeah.
Fun fact about Feronia. What?
What? What did she say?
Made me really curious for it.
Yeah. Finley on the last move of this red problem, bottom right corner of your screen. Let's see if
Just
she can.
cruising.
Yep.
Yes.
1 hand on, 2 hands on, holding
Wow.
the swing. Fantastic work from Finley.
With style finishing that problem.
Ariane starting the problem.
Ariane has gotten past the
it
really...
just needs to work out that foot switch. It's very delicate, very precise, and you've already done some pretty hard smearing on a terrible volume.
Pretty early in the time for Ariane to have gotten that first move, though.
Oh, yeah. With
Comparatively.
3 minutes left, you can make a lot of
That's,
progress on that boulder. All right, we are left with Feronia, with Christelle on number 3, who is making some great progress on number 3, able to get to that second last hold. Wow, Ariane makes that start look very, very casual.
She goes up right foot, then switches to the left foot.
Yeah,
and
yep.
kicks the right foot out behind her, and then touches it back on.
Oh, Christelle in the last move, able to press out. She just needs to get a bit more weight over her right foot, and then she's got that last hold for sure. Just working out what needs to be done to get around that volume there. Pulling out the brush, though. We love to see a brush.
Feronia working out these first moves.
Opting out for a different beta. Instead of the 2 Gastons, trying to reach up to the right side crimp first, then tap her hand. Very smart, honestly. Feronia being an expert on crimp holds.
Oh, going straight for the hold around the volume.
Yeah, trying just to rock over and lean over. I think there's a small foot switch that I don't want to say is necessary, but it's definitely helpful before getting your right foot out. But again, I've been proven wrong, and
Ariane
has a lot of
Pay close
experience,
attention to how Ariane does that move.
Yeah.
Because I think that is the way to do it. It's
Nice
really
Christelle
interesting.
on the
I
last
wouldn't
hold
think
again.
to switch feet like that, to go right foot, left foot.
Yeah, it doesn't force all the weight through one foot, which is fantastic. It like disperses it through both feet. And you have so much momentum going into the wall. Like, that's fantastic. That's textbook run up starts. What can I say? That's what I can say. That's what I just said it. That's what I said. You heard me.
Very impressed with Christelle's clock awareness and the
Yes.
discipline of resting that
Absolutely.
Christelle has. It shows, I think that's like comp experience and, you know, maturity and composure. It's like, wow. Because I can imagine myself panicking
Yeah.
to just get back on the wall and try it again.
Totally,
But
yeah.
Christelle is really, really wisely conserving the energy and not feeling the pressure, just going, okay, I have under a minute now. I think I can do it in this much time.
Yep.
And maximizing that rest.
Exactly. Come on, Christelle. Come on. Oh. I think at the last moment she realized she needed her left hand a little bit closer to the point of that volume. And she came close to it. Let's see if she can throw one more attempt
Even
in and
now,
make
with
that
under
swap.
30 seconds, she knows how long it takes her.
Yep, she knows it's a short boulder. It's probably a 20-second boulder. She can do it fast. Which she has these moves very dialed now, so. 10-second left for Ariane.
Oh.
And that's going to be time.
Christelle just missed that foot. That's a great circuit for Ariane.
And time.
Awesome work.
All right. We have Emma on the mats now. So whoever in the chat was waiting for Money Plant Martini.
Ah.
Welcome, Emma. Emma's been climbing for 3.5 years. She'll be climbing the green tape circuit. And fun fact about her is she has a hamster named Squeak,
Ah.
who I assume is watching and in the chat. So Squeak, if you can hear me, sound off.
It's a great name for a hamster.
I had a hamster named Hammy.
Yeah, that's a great name, too.
I know.
I
It's
had a
pretty,
hamster
like,
named Wiggles.
Nice.
What were your hamsters' names, Chad?
Oh, Emma flashes the problem. Flashes first problem.
Emma's up
First
and
go.
down, no problem.
Nice. Oh, Andrew going into like full splits. That was just full splits right there on top left corner of your screen.
Tommy almost stuck that move to the volume.
All right, let's see if Andrew can get this jump here. He knows how far the distance is. Let's see if he can spot. There's a volume for his left foot that he can step up on. He also has a left-hand crimp, but it's blind. It's around a corner, so he's missing it right now, but let's see if he can spot it.
It's one of those holds that if you don't notice it when
There it
you're
is.
there,
Yeah,
there
he's
we
got
go.
it. Now he's centered out. He can get his left foot up. He can now eye up the jump. Let's see. It's just been Vlad tonight that's been able to get this. Oh, okay. Well, he knows what to do. He knows it's a big jump. He's got to lock his right foot down.
That was very close. I think he has time to learn the rest of that move. We've seen almost everyone getting around the corner that way with that big splits move.
It's really cool. Not intended, but really cool. All right. Andrew getting around the corner. Getting his left foot up to where his knee is. There it is. Getting his hips back for the jump. Close. Just kick the wall on the way in.
Those two handholds that you're going from for the jump are so bad that
Totally.
it's hard to lean back against them. You can see how small they are now. You can barely even see the one on the right.
Yeah.
It's right by that black hold. And you have to lean against that and put all your weight into your fingers and generate enough momentum to bridge that gap. It's a brutal move. Let's go, Andrew. Yes. Oh.
Got his right foot up, but got it to the wrong hold. He was on the
Yeah,
black
got
and not the yellow.
as if it were possible, got the foot a little too high.
Yeah, jumped too much. Andrew's too good. Hates climbing, too good. Toby finding some alternate starting beta for prob number 3. Andrew going for the jump again.
Oh, so close.
And Tommy going for another attempt, taking a super long
Tommy
break
took
after
a
his first
very
attempt.
long rest.
Yeah. Looking at his fingers, maybe contemplating taking a little bit of rest time.
I think he knows what to do. And is determined that it's just a matter of executing.
Yep.
So do we.
So do we.
So do we, Slated. Oh.
Foot to the wrong hole again.
Again with the foot going up too high, which you really wouldn't think would have been a problem, but when you have the flexibility and you have the jump,
Exactly.
sometimes you can surprise yourself.
Oh, Tommy making some huge progress on this move.
Oh, so close.
Just getting past zone there, though. All right, big jump from Andrew. Come on. Oh, so close again on the wrong hold. 40 seconds left. He is cruising through that start section, though, so I think he can get at least one more attempt in for that jump.
Looks like Tommy's going to try once more as well, going for the brush.
Tommy does need his headband. We're going to make a note for next on-site night. A headbandless Tommy with the most colorful pants that he owns. All right, last attempt for Tommy, last attempt for Toby, last attempt for Andrew. Come on.
Oh,
but to the
no.
wrong hold. Oh, no. We can't give it to him, but he's going to
gonna-
finish anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close from Andrew.
Awesome work. Awesome work. And it's good when your problem is that you're jumping too high. I think that's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
That's a problem you can fix a lot easier than if you're not jumping high enough.
All right, and our next and second last climber on the mats is Camilo. Camilo's been climbing for 8 months. He'll be climbing the green tape circuit, and fun fact about him, he built a treehouse last week.
Wow.
Certainly that has to help you with your climbing.
I'm jealous.
How do you get the treehouse up there? You got to climb, right? That's my joke.
Amazingly,
I'll be here
we
all night.
are still welcoming people to the wall.
We got 2 more people.
It is happening here at Reach. This is the place to be, guys. Come on down. If you like what you're seeing and you want to be a part of it, you can be. Come on down to Reach. Sign up for
Quick
the competition.
flash from Camilo.
Camilo, no problem. He's got to get back to that treehouse, so he's going to be cruising through these.
It's only half finish. Finley making very quick work of problem
also
number 3.
just cruising through that
was
problem.
cruisy. Christelle getting around the corner, just eyeing up this jump now.
Camilo's trying out the blue tape now.
Asking the question, what do you want me to do, route setters? And why do you want me to do it? What's wrong with you, route setters? All those questions being asked and played, I imagine. All right, we are down to Feronia and Christelle.
I think Camilo's up there
on
trying
the blue
the
tape
trying
now.
the blue tape.
Yeah. Opting out of the green tape circuit, gunning for the blue tape now.
Finds that starting position and the high foot.
Nice.
All right, Christelle. Christelle not doing the big split to get around the corner, but still making it look very smooth.
Yep.
I think
Rocking
that's
around the
more what
corner.
the route setters imagined would
More
happen.
or less, yeah. Staying low, staying under the holds. Staying in your feet. All right, getting the foot up. Eyeing up the jump once again. We need a big launch off the left foot.
Oh,
it's just
that
kicking
was
the
really
wall on the way up.
close.
So I think the one thing that'll help is on that left volume with the left foot, if she was able to get her knee on the other side, so like instead of drop knee, be square to the wall, it just puts a little bit more force through the leg, which is how you're going to propel yourself up with the jump, of course. So we'll see if she makes that change and she's able to like square up to the wall. All right, a couple of minutes left for Christelle and Feronia.
This blue problem number 2 looks absolutely brutal that Feronia is working on right now.
It's pretty brutal, yeah. I think we've seen maybe 1 or 2 people get to the second last hold, but that's
no
been it.
tops of it so far.
Well, we have one more chance to see the blue tape number 1 go. And that's going to be with our next and final climber, Lukai. Otherwise, we've seen all the green tapes go. We've seen all the white tapes go. We've seen absolutely none of the black tape problems go.
Some pretty tough black tapes.
But
Gonna be projects.
Exactly. That's the thing. We leave these climbs up for at least a couple of weeks afterwards.
Yeah, so if you want to try them.
There you go. Took the words right out of my mouth. Go ahead. You do it. You do your thing. Do your thing. I'll leave you to it. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Go eat some more donuts. Yeah, if you want to try these problems, you can try them. Come into Reach. They will be here. And chances are, so will Brandon, and probably so will I.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
in
here
and say hello.
21 hours a day.
Ask Brandon
6
if
days a
you can
week.
join the adult team.
Go show me a picture of an egg so I can use it as reference for the next competition.
Ride your unicycle down.
Yo-yo a little bit. Maybe hypnotize me.
Yep. And if you see a light, you sneeze right on that sucker.
All right. Last attempt for Christelle here. Oh, that'll be it for Christelle.
Not enough time. An awesome circuit from Christelle.
Great work, great work. All right, we welcome our last and final climber onto the mats. It's Lukai. Lukai's been climbing for exactly 1 year, 7 months, maybe like 4 days, maybe 17 hours, 16 minutes and 32, 33, 34 seconds. Lukai will be climbing the blue tape circuit. And okay, fun fact about Lukai, he has, in quotation marks, sizable holes in his shoes. I don't know why that's in quotes.
Oh, my goodness.
Why is he being so mysterious about that?
That does make
That makes this
climbing
problem
a little bit harder.
That makes this problem in particular very challenging. So nice, reaches out with the left hand. See him flip his left hand in. There it is. Let's see if he goes for that jump first go.
Ooh, Tommy smearing up the wall
Backwards
from
with
a
the hands.
pretty rough position there to be smearing.
Ooh.
It was
Tommy
very strong.
I think overextending a little bit. You want to get your feet up as you bring your hands up. Emma, problem number 2, the dyno. Swinging from side to side.
Oh,
nice. Able to
keeping
make that reach. Nicely
wow,
done.
making good use of the wingspan there.
Yeah, that was
keeping
crazy.
the left hand low.
Nice, getting a match to that last hole. Just needs to swing up and get one more reach over the edge. Let's see
Trying
it.
to
Come on.
generate some momentum. Big swing. Oh,
Oh, so
close.
close.
And another synchronized fall in the corner
Synchronized,
there.
coming down with Lukai. They planned that. They were upstairs.
She's got lots of time to get back up to there. I think she feels like she has that one. She was
Tommy
right
wrestling
in there.
these volumes. Just needs to get some weight onto his right foot. Trying to figure out how to flip his left hand. Nice. Good navigation on these volumes from Tommy. Nice. The answer here is probably to, put some weight into your right foot and use that to flip your left hand. Let's go, Tommy. Come on. Yep.
Ooh, getting the
Stepping
left
with
foot
his left
up.
Foot. One hand on the
Whoa,
finish.
what a
Good
save.
save. Has
Catching-
tension through his feet.
Oh.
So close from Tommy. He needs a long rest, and then he's going to send that thing for sure.
That was so close.
How do
That
you
was
say that?
some incredible finger strength to
Oh,
keep himself on
fantastic.
the
To
wall with
catch
that
himself?
top hold, which is basically nothing.
Unreal. Toby able to get past the zone hold. See if they'll make some progress in getting down to the last volume with their feet. Lukai chalking up, blowing the chalk out of his hands in a picturesque type move that we've seen in most climbing magazines.
Also opting to try and skip that first hold and making it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now let's see if we can read this palm press. Left hand down. Oh, he's going
Going
backwards.
straight for the top.
Right hand down, left hand up. He needs left hand down, right hand up. And he's going to use that as like a bit of a launch pad, that left hand.
Emma has had enough rest.
Yep.
Getting back on the wall to try this again. Now
Hopefully
we saw her
trying the
do
same
this
method.
first move. Keeping the left hand low, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah. She needs more swing, but I think she's got this. Toby back on the wall. getting their right foot out to the side first, going foot first. We've seen people go hands. We've seen people go feet. Oh, opting for the hand.
Oh, that was the closest. That was very close to the intended beta there from Lukai.
From Lukai? Nice. Nice. I'll keep my eye on both sides of the screen, and Tommy, and Emma.
Yeah, just watch everything that's happening, guys, all at once.
I wish they would talk to each other about who would go.
You go, I'll go?
Yeah, then I'll go. All right, Tommy back in the last position here. Able to get some weight into his left foot. Using that to push himself out to the right. Gets his right hand on the finish hold. Shifting his weight slowly over to the right. Getting a foot swap. Opting for a bit of a knee bar.
Yeah,
and that's a top from Tommy.
That's
Nicely done. Fantastic work.
Oh, Emma struggling to replicate that first move that she did so easily that
So
first
frustrating.
time.
It's a lot of swing. She was getting a lot of swing on that first go from side to side and using that to her advantage. 25 seconds left. Might be the last attempt for all three of our climbers. Lukai, one last move with the palm press. So close. He was able to get his hips up.
Oh,
he's got
yeah,
15
I think
seconds.
he's figured it out now,
He's got time,
eh?
but he's got to move fast. Let's keep our eyes on Lukai. Keep our eyes on Toby, as Emma calls it a day for that problem. Toby just running through a slab now. Speed climbing through a slab, if you will. They're
Lukai! Oh!
so close from Lukai.
Wow.
And that was the closest we've seen on that problem, and great attempt from Lukai there. All right, wow, that was an exciting
awesome
last minute.
circuit for Toby. We say goodbye to Toby, who had a great climb.
And now we're just down to 3 problems. We're coming close to our end. We have Camilo on problem number 2. We have Feronia on problem number 3. And I don't know who we have on problem number 4. But that's okay, because we'll watch Camilo flash
I think it's going to be
dyno.
Findlay.
I think it's
on
Findlay.
problem number 4.
Yeah, it looks like Findlay. That makes sense. That's how my math works. All right, Camilo for the last move. Matching his hands. Oh, my goodness.
Big
it's
fall.
coming down. Face planting on the ground, but he is okay.
And he's up.
He's back
he's
up.
Smiling. Looks like he's all right. That was a serious fall.
That's great. Well, good news. You have that forever on YouTube to watch and replay. Falls are temporary, but YouTube is forever.
Yes.
Nice. Nailing that dyno. Right foot up on the last foothold. Another big swing. He's just got to push off that foot as he swings up. Oh, I think he needs more rest. He's got 3 minutes left. He's done 2 massively draining attempts in under a minute and a half. So I think it's good time to take a minute break, 2 minutes break, and then give it another go.
Everybody just staring these problems down.
Yep. Nothing beats looking at a wall.
And all at once.
Everyone's going at
Going
the same
for it.
time. Oh, welcome back to the mats, Eric. I don't know what he's doing, but he's there. Oh,
Did we
blood
have
kit.
Blood technical there?
Nice. Well, it doesn't matter because we have no more climbers on it, but
Right.
we see Eric with the blood kit. Cleaning the blood off the holds. If there's nothing more inviting to this competition, it's
Oh, goes with the
watching
left
somebody
hand.
faceplant as someone in the same screen is cleaning blood off holds.
Come on down.
Come on down to reach. It's a fun...
You too could have your blood cleaned off the wall by Eric. Oh, wow. Look at Feronia using the corner of that volume.
Cutting feet, too.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy. Getting a knee bar between the right foot and the right hand.
That is some imaginative climbing.
Using
That's
that to
awesome.
readjust her left hand to wherever she wants it. That's really cool.
Oh, that was so strong.
That was a
from
fantastic
Feronia.
attempt,
That
yeah.
whole attempt was just unreal.
Eric climbing everything he can to get that blood off the wall. Why he doesn't get a ladder, I don't know. That's beyond me. The questions we need to ask ourselves. Finley getting to the last hold of this blue tape slab. Just needs to work her left hand up, but readjusting feet first just to get a bit more centered, a bit more balanced. Opting for what looks like a dynamic step up.
Yes.
Nice. Nails it. Right
That
foot
is
up on the
not
last foothold.
A great hold to be going to dynamically. Made that look very easy.
One hand on the finish. Weight down in the feet. 2 hands. And
Awesome.
fantastic work from Finley. I believe 4 tops as well in the green
I
tape.
think so.
Yep.
A fantastic circuit for Findlay.
All right, and now we're just down to Camilo and Feronia. So problem 2, problem 3. And Eric, if you want to watch Eric, clean
Yeah,
off
well,
blood.
we don't want to lose the blood cam.
Yeah, we can't.
Camilo back in position, taking a lot of attempts on this.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, getting that foot up really
Foot high. Ooh, coming down hard on the mats again. Right foot, there's a small foothold. It's got some bite to it. It's like a big spike. We need to use that to punch ourselves up into the right.
I think having that right foot high is actually going to be an obstacle.
I think so. It throws you way too far back underneath your handholds. It actually makes the jump a little bit bigger. Eric one-handing his way up the wall for that
I can't
blood kit.
believe the way Feronia uses the edge of that volume.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To swing across. She cuts feet completely.
Yeah,
and she's
swings.
just hanging on that. You can't. I don't know if you can tell, guys, the angle of that edge on the volume,
And
but it's
again, cutting
not
feet.
the kind of
Yeah.
volume that you would think you could just hang off of.
We were watching people
It's-
like struggle to hold position earlier today, and Feronia's
With-
just like
yeah.
cutting feet, campusing, swinging across.
We've been watching people with 2 feet on the wall, unable to hold on to that volume. And she's just, hey.
Big wave
We're
from
being
Tommy
waved
over
to
there.
from Tommy. And she's just using it like monkey bars. That was
Oh,
awesome.
so close from Camilo. He's down,
Oh.
having a nap.
That will
Taking a
have
break.
that was an energy zapping round for Camilo.
Oh, for sure.
That was a lot of attempts on a pretty burny problem.
All right. Lukai, please, problem number 2. We need a send. I know I've seen you on the moon board. This is just a big kilter board problem. And as we watch Lukai, we have Emma on problem 3 and Tommy on problem 4. Emma, quick to start problem number 3. Nice, getting some balance from her feet, shifting weight over to the right, getting underneath the first pinch. See if she opts to use the second pinch as well, getting lots of weight in her feet. Really great balance.
Oh, we've seen that exact motion a lot of times on that.
Yeah. And this is where a lot of the climbers decided to flip that pinch into an undercling and use that to like skip an entire sequence. So let's see if Emma figures that one out too. Tommy starting us off on problem number 4. Now, if ever I've seen a Tommy problem, I'm looking at it right now. It's got terrifying jumps on a slab that you can hit yourself down that Tommy somehow manages to do completely unscathed.
Ooh, that was a really nice recovery. He lost that little quarter-sized foothold, but recovered nicely.
Nice. He's out to the second crimp. I just heard him say what to the jump, but like he knows how to jump like that. I've seen Tommy jump.
Looks very upset. that
Miles
this
for
is
Tommy
the
again on
beta.
the adult team. I coach him regularly, so I've seen him do those jumps. He's missing his left hand though. If he can bring his left hand in, he'll find some opposition and make that jump a little bit more doable, like 2%. Oh my goodness!
Doesn't need it.
Nearly flashes it.
Doesn't need the left hand apparently.
Tommy's got the hops. The chat backing Tommy. And by the chat, I mean Kurt. Lukai going for a
Lukai
jump.
Trying to skip that hold.
Lukai made a really cool edit of his last competition here on his Instagram account.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the words that I'm saying right now will make it onto his next edit. So hello, Lukai's Instagram.
Lukai's
It's me,
Instagram.
Brandon.
It's us.
Oh, Tommy nailing the jump.
Yes.
Absolutely destroying that. Second go. Let's see if you can find the balance. I don't want to jinx it. Oh, I definitely don't want to
Big
jinx it. I'm not.
recovery.
Finding a floating knee bar. Getting his knee in. And that's the match
That's
there.
a top.
Fantastic.
Well, you said
work
it
from
was a Tommy problem,
I know Tommy.
and it
you know?
certainly turned out to be a Tommy problem. Two
Yeah.
attempts.
That's great. That I believe it's just been Vlad with 2 tops in the blue circuit. What does that mean, Kurt? I'm not reading that one out. That's how we get. That's how we get a strike on YouTube. Speaking of which, we got DMCA'd last time, so
Oh, yeah, it'll probably happen again.
probably, yeah. Oh,
I don't
Emma,
know how to
finding
avoid
the new
that.
beta.
Wow.
Getting the
Oh,
left hand
yes.
up, sinking under the crimp. Really great problem solving from Emma. And that's a top for Emma. Fantastic work.
Awesome.
All right, we're down to just Lukai on the yellow problem. 1 climber left. 1 minute left. Grimes in the background. Elon Musk, are you watching?
I actually think this might be a better angle of
That's a
this
great angle.
problem.
Yeah. So these crimps, we get a better look at them. They're quite small. And now we get to actually, this is a much better perspective of the overhang as well, just showing how steep this wall is. Lukai has one of 2 options. He can bring his feet up, and he can skip the right hold, the next hold that he fell going to, and jumping all the way up to the left one, shaped like a lima bean. Or he can bump his right hand up. Was I right on that? Was I right?
Yeah, I actually can't picture a lima bean, but I'm sure you are. It certainly looks bean-like. Did lima beans look like other beans?
No. No.
No?
The oddest of the beans, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are they shaped like if not other beans? Because that looks to me like a kidney bean.
Kidney bean. Dang. Okay, well, agree to disagree, I guess.
After this, we're going to Google lima beans.
And kidney beans.
And we're going to see what they look like.
One of us is right. All right, let's go, Lukai. Come on. That's it for Lukai. That'll be the last attempt.
That is just a brutal problem.
Problem 1 and 2. No sends, no tops in the blue tape circuit tonight. What a tricky round.
Yeah, these have been some tough boulders.
Very challenging boulders. All right, we have Camilo on problem number 3, for Ronia, problem number 4. And now what's really cool is we see these zones starting to open up for all of our athletes earlier tonight. Once you're done your on-site night, you can stay afterwards. You can climb. You can work on problems.
Yes, but the climbers we are watching who are still in the competition are on the left side of your screen.
Yeah, maybe we can just do zone
I think
number
we
3
can.
and 4.
Yeah, we only have
It's
we
just
only
3
have
and
2
4.
climbers.
Yeah. It's pandemonium on the right side of the gym, but we'll stay focused on Camilo on problem number 3, working his way through that starting sequence, trying to find balance. And Feronia getting around the corner, standing up pretty statically on the volume. Just needs to work out that jump now. Camille is like skipping half the boulder. He was able to get his hand up to the finish hold there. I think it was a little bit too far to reach, but
Yeah, he's thinking about it.
he is.
That would be quite a break.
Yeah, to be honest, sometimes I get upset when people skip an entire boulder. I have this one member of the gym who was in chat earlier that likes to send me videos of him skipping entire boulders. But in this instance, I think it would be kind of funny.
All right.
3 minutes left as Feronia eyeing up the smallest foothold that we own in the gym.
Giving that foothold the appropriate response, which
Yep.
is a long side eye.
What the heck is this? What do you want me to do?
Camilo making it out the intended way, I think, to that with the right hand to that lower one. We've seen a lot of people skip that hold.
Yeah, the problem with that pinch is that it is so low. Like your feet are so high and the pinch is so low that you're really squeezing hard. Two minutes left for our climbers. Juan getting his weight transitioned around the pinch, standing up nice and tall now. See if you can get up to that jug and skip the sequence like we've seen before.
Yes,
Nice, able to
that's
stick
what
it.
we've seen. We've seen a lot of people go right to
Sick.
that good hold.
He needs a foot up. He's reaching up to that crimp. He just needs a second hand on it.
Just leaves the feet low.
I don't think that's it. I think he was falling away from the wall. It wasn't enough control.
It doesn't look like he's going back. I think that was called a top.
Generous judges. Juan slipping our judges a 5 right before.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night. I mean, the cool thing about this comp is that this is all for experience, right?
Yes.
It's an opportunity to try an on-site comp without spending a ton of money on, those sanctioned events or training for 90% of your life for the Olympics or anything like that.
Yeah. The stakes are a little lower than
Stakes
that.
are a little lower. The only thing you can win and lose at this comp is a raffle. We do some prizing at the end of the night. Raffle off some day passes, some shirts, some hats, etc., etc.
We're watching Feronia.
Oh, close from Feronia.
Just drop that left foot on the volume.
1 minute left. Nice, very casual.
Very smooth.
Much more weight in the feet there. All right. Big jump. Lean away from the wall. Get the feet up. Massive jump. Come on. Oh, nice. That's really cool. I like that, Beta.
Yeah.
Stepping up on the foothold. Sorry, the handhold that she had.
We have not
Using
seen
that.
anybody do that. That would be a really cool way of finishing this problem.
Absolutely, yeah.
Getting some extra height, a little extra push toward it. See if she tries that again.
With 5 seconds left. Come on, Feronia. And that's time. All right. Problem number 3, Lukai. Problem number 4, Emma. Lukai being our last climber to attempt this problem. We've seen it go down, I think, 4 times tonight.
Emma getting quickly to the zone hold.
Yep. Shifting her weight onto the feet. Getting both feet matched on the volume.
So far, no problem.
Yep.
Now comes the
Lukai
tricky
about to
part
slap
to read.
into the zone hold. Maybe opting for a right hand instead.
Ooh, that was
Nice.
a flashy move
I
to
like
get
that
there.
technical back flag there. We love
Yeah.
that.
Pumping that left foot
Nice,
up
getting
high like we saw
super
from
high.
Tommy. Oh,
Yep, the Tommy
wow,
Beta.
that was a good save.
Nice.
Almost fell backwards.
One
but
hand on the
managed
finish.
to stop it.
Just needs to shift his weight over his right foot. And that's a left hand in. Nice.
That may have been
That
a
was
flash.
A flash from Lukai.
Amazing.
Cruising.
I think the first flash of that problem.
I think so. I think you're right. And now we turn our attention to problem 4 for the rest of the night.
Yes, indeed. This camera.
This is the camera. Emma getting a foot out, going foot first, leaning down. Now she needs to get her foot down. Exactly, yeah. So 2 ways that I've seen people do this move is either slow and static, getting your right hand down, then your right foot second, or doing it all in one go. All right, let's go, Emma. Okay, let's see if she goes right foot, right hand, same time, or opts for the slow static method.
Trying to get settled enough to move that right foot. Nice.
Nice. Right foot to the lower one, definitely key. Awesome. Nicely done. Okay.
Very smooth.
Now she needs to get her weight over her right foot. I think she'll be able to reach the crimp from down low. Yes,
Yep.
perfect. Nice. Gets the left foot up one. Nicely done. There's some good bite on that foothold. Just needs to
Looking-
trust her feet. And I think it's one hand, 2 hands, and that's a finish there.
Amazing.
How's the comp going? Fantastic. As you just saw, we have 2 more climbers left, about 10 more minutes left of this competition. My voice is almost completely gone, but that's okay.
We have 2 climbers left?
We have,
Isn't just Lukai on this final problem? Or am I crazy?
it might, no, Lukai just finished.
Oh, yeah, so
We
someone
have Camilo
else is
on
going
the
to...
final
Oh, yes,
problem,
that's right.
and
Wow,
then
yeah,
Lukai.
okay.
I could have just looked at my notes the entire time, but I chose against that. So. One more attempt.
Gotta try the, Got to see if the brain still works.
Yeah, and it
I
doesn't.
go, do I remember things?
It does not. This is my 4th consecutive 14-hour day. So, feelings, you know?
I know. I'm excited to try these too, Buffalo. I can't wait to get on the wall, give them a shot. There's some really fun ones here.
Fantastic problems. Shout out again to our setting crew of Ariane, Anna, Michelle, Ralph, Tatiana, Sufyan.
A lot of setters this week. Doing a great job, as always, here at Reach. And once again, if you
And
do
Piper.
want to try these problems, you can come on in and try them. Reach
counting-
Indoor Climbing in Aurora.
Yeah, sorry, I just forgot to throw out Piper as well because I only counted 6 in my
Oh,
head
yeah.
and I had to run through the setting program one more time. Piper, who was sitting right in front of me. You'd think I would remember 7 names. My goodness. But shout out to the setting crew. They did a fantastic job. Every single night they were setting a new section of the gym, and they finished off with setting this comp last night.
Do we know the date of the next one of these yet? Or-
Next Onsight night?
Yeah.
Let me look at a
Is it
calendar real
the
quick.
first Friday
It'll be the
again
first
in
Friday,
September?
so
The first Friday of
September the 6th.
September the 6th.
We'll be hosting another. Yeah, we'll be hosting another one here. So if you want to get your hands on these problems, next month, September 6th,
You
come
could
on
be
out.
one of the climbers on the wall in the competition.
It's a really cool feeling. You try harder than you've ever tried before in a gym. It's really cool to read problems without people telling you beta or seeing people climb them before you. It's cool to have your climbing on a live stream. Like, that's a really fun thing to have as a keepsake. It's just cool to watch yourself climb afterwards, and maybe it's cool to have us goofing around while you're climbing on the walls. I don't know. I think I'm cool.
Yeah.
My mom said I was okay.
That's my mom in the chat. She thinks I'm cool.
Oh, nice, sick.
All right. Let's see what Camilo can do on this last green tape. Cruising to the zone hold, no
Yep.
problem.
1 foot.
This has been the story of this problem is very quick to the zone hold, and then, wait a minute, what do I do now?
Balance required to get over those footholds is it's a lot. It's asking a lot, and the thing is, it's asking a lot at the end of a long day of climbing too.
Yeah.
You're already exhausted.
This has been a tough circuit.
Yeah.
There's been that, especially you think back to that red problem that you
Yeah.
can see being climbed in the corner there by one of our by Vlad, I think.
I think that's Vlad, yeah.
And that is an exhausting problem that Camilo worked on for a long time. And that next blue one is also really, really tough on the arms. So you
Oh.
get to this one.
Good adjustment, getting the foot
Oh,
down to the
almost
low
had
foothold.
that
That was
foot on.
fantastic. I think that's going to be the way he does it.
Really, really close.
I don't know where he's going, but he's
He's
walking
just
off
walking
screen.
away. And he was never
he's
seen
getting his-
again.
He's got to finish that treehouse. 9:30 on a Friday. What else is he gonna do? You know. All right, he's back for another attempt.
Easily to the zone. Sorting this out one move at a time. Trying for the higher foot.
Higher foot this time. Higher foot's nicer because it's closer, but it's much harder to come down to this handhold. You're kind of
Might be
fighting
an-
against yourself.
An intermediate move
Yeah.
to get the hands fixed, and then you have to drop the foot.
Exactly. Yeah. I think
think
bringing the
he's
foot
just
down
seen
is gonna
that.
be the way. I think
Just
he sees
gave
it.
that lower foot hold a tap and went, ah.
Yeah. That's the. I know.
Yeah.
I know what you are. Tap. I'm good at reading body language.
Yeah, yeah.
Fully
You're a body
understand.
language expert.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
You made all those videos about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Put in there. My goodness. For the end of the night too.
He's found
Oh.
that foot.
Bumping his hand into the zone.
Really nice work.
Bumping his hand
getting
out
those
to the
hands sorted.
good edge of the volume. Again, I think he'll be able to reach from down low.
Gets the
Manages to
left foot
reach,
high
has his left
already.
foot on a good foothold.
One move from the top here.
Yep, just has to trust his left foot. There it is. Nice. Brings his foot up one more volume. Steps on the last volume. One hand to the finish.
Oh, no.
my goodness. Okay.
He's got time. He's got lots of
more
time.
than enough time.
just lost control on that last hold.
I think it was just rushing that last move, and I think it's because I was talking him up the wall a little bit too fast. So I'm going to slow my roll.
Really, really good learning on the wall to figure out that beta. Looked very solid right up until that last second. Just kind of, I think he thought that he could palm that whole volume.
Yeah.
And then found it was a little too wide and then couldn't stop the lean back. But I think this time he'll try something else at that top.
He's got more than
hold.
enough time to get this, too, so.
1 minute on the clock.
All right, let's go on.
Finding the low foot.
Thanks, Sufyan. Great setting this week. Great climbing tonight.
Gets the hand down. Pop up into the crimp.
Nice.
Left foot
Very
high,
casual now. When you
looking
know what to
really
do,
strong.
Feels a lot easier
Oh,
second
no.
time. Oh, my goodness. 30 seconds left. You can do it. Let's go on.
Oh, he's just got that dead arm feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
You
The
say,
crowd
I
getting
know I
behind
can
him.
do it. Yes, the crowd amping him up to get back on the wall with 20 seconds left.
Come
Gonna
on,
have
Juan,
to
you got
motor
this.
through this.
Let's go.
These moves
He's
are
speed climbing it.
hard moves to rush, but he is making it. Oh, there we go.
Super close.
A great
10
circuit
seconds left.
from
He's
Camilo.
calling it. Nice job, Juan.
An awesome circuit.
So close to that top.
Maximum effort from Juan.
And that's time.
All right, our final
Our final climber on our final climb.
boulder.
Lukai getting on the yellow hold boulder with the jump in the middle. We've seen this boulder go down, I think, twice now. Can Lukai be the third person tonight? Having a good look at it. There's a lot being asked of you for this boulder, so it's really nice to prepare to go over all the steps, visualize.
Can also help you to not miss something like that little handhold that becomes blind to you once you go around the corner. It's good to have a really good, strong sense of where that is. You can see him feeling it there.
Nice foot up to the side. He's got to get into that Gaston crimp. Opting to get his feet sorted before he goes in, before he goes out.
Going
Back
right
to his
back to
rest.
the start position.
That's cool. Not wanting to lose your
Saving
flash.
himself the attempt.
That's good. Every attempt really counts to your score, right? So you want to save as many attempts as you can. Good strategy.
Reading on the wall, really. There we go. Gets the foot down. Has to get his weight over onto that right foot.
Yep. Ah, close.
Oh, so
Very
close.
So has to navigate through this tricky corner. Now, if I remember correctly, Lukai said he has some sizable holes in his shoes.
Yeah, I do remember
And
that.
he is stepping on the smallest footholds that we have in the gym. So it's a match made in heaven. All right. Starts a problem. Going for this cross through. I think it'd be a little bit easier as a Gaston, but
Looking like.
just has to commit to something. Good. Gets his foot out. Ooh, behind the back, grabbing the volume. I've never seen this before.
Puffs the heel up on
Lukai
that
out here
tiny
just
little
straight up
thing.
inventing moves. Using that to get his left foot over.
Wow. That we have
That's
not
crazy.
seen.
If this works, I'm going to be very excited. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That was a lot of tension through the right hand there.
Just trying everything.
He's got 2 minutes left. You can see a pretty big crowd forming behind him. We love to see it. We love to see the support here. Everyone in the chat, if you want Lukai to climb this climb, you need to
Let's hear it in the
spam
chat.
some emojis. I don't care which ones.
Pulls back on. Gets the starting position. Right foot out.
Come on,
Has to
Lukai.
get around this corner. There we
There we go. That's better. He needs to use that Gaston, that small crimp by his right hand. You can see it. He's tried crossing to it. He has to use that to get over his right foot. There it is. Nice. That's the beta we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Oh,
so close.
I felt that in my shin.
I did. Yeah, that is a shin scraper. He's got about a minute 15 left.
Gonna try to take a little rest, but I think he might have realized on that attempt that Gaston is the way to go. Shaking out that shin that just got bashed on the volume.
Last minute of the competition. Last minute for Lukai. Let's see if he can pull this out of the bag. Come on. Yep. His left foot is set up way better. It's on the right side of the volume. Now he's able to use that to get around the corner.
Makes it around the corner.
Has his right hand on the crimp. Needs to bump his left hand into the crimp.
Awesome. Beta reading 40
Good spotting.
seconds on the clock. Enough
this
time
is one
to
massive
finish
jump.
this
He has
boulder.
one go at this. Let's see him do it. First go. Come on, Lukai. Come on. Line it up. Line it up. Oh, so close. With 25 seconds, if he rushes, he can get back to that spot and have one more go. But he's got to go fast.
Looks at the clock.
Looks at the clock. Realizes his
Sees
time.
how quick he's got to be.
Finds the Gaston.
Oh, such
Steps
good
down.
learning on this
Yes,
move. See how
huge.
quickly he just got through that section.
Let's go, Lukai. Come on. Last attempt, last competitor, last climb. Here we go. Come on, Lukai.
Come
Big
on,
jump and
Lukai.
go. Come on.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Oh, try something
Just not enough
new.
gas in the tank, but a fantastic round from Lukai.
Well, friends, just before we go, I want to show you. I want to see if I can get this. I just want to try and show this little foothold. This is the foothold that we're talking about. This tiny
Center of your screen.
yellow center of your screen. There's a black hold right on the thing. If you look just below that on the left side of this volume,
It's a little bit smaller than
that's what is passing for a foothold
pebble,
on this
yeah.
climb.
Yes.
It's pretty outrageous and
Well, you know
gives you some idea of the skill level that we're talking about with these boulders and how impressive this climbing has been.
With the
tonight.
cost of holds rising, day by day, you got to save money somehow. So
Well, another wonderful Friday night on site in the books at Reach Indoor Climbing in Aurora. If you want to try these climbs yourself, come on in, try them out. You can be in the next Friday night on site, September 6th, the first Friday of every month here at Reach. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We love to have you, and we love to do these competitions, and we want to thank the setters. We want to thank all the competitors.
Yep.
We want to thank the staff here at Reach.
Yep.
And everyone who came out to watch and everyone who comes out to Reach to hang out and have a good time. Brandon, anything you want to say?
That's it. Thank you, Danny, for doing this, for doing the live stream. This is always fun. I get to say dumb stuff for like 6 hours. Who could complain about that?
You've just described live streaming so
Exactly.
succinctly.
So yeah, thank you for running this, and it's been a joy to do this with you for so many months.
Awesome. Looking forward to the next ones, and we will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.